Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Rick Phillips with Jumpin' Joe here. Joe Davis will be doing our broadcast tonight. We are live from Greenfield Mcclain from Tigers Stadium here. It is homecoming tonight here at Greenfield Mcclain, and we've got about 26 minutes before kickoff of this ball game. And of course, we'll have some of the festivities as far as homecoming going on right now on the field, and you can see that tomorrow with our video once it's posted on CampusNation.com. Also like to remind you we're doing another broadcast. AJ and company is in Mason tonight. They are in a rain delay. There's no rain, it's just lightning, but they're in a delay, and so you might be able to get maybe go back and forth between our game, and certainly those of you that were going to be watching that game can always listen to us until that game gets underway. To give you a little bit of background, Wilmington is coming in 2-1. Scott Killen, obviously our coach. Troy Deals, our athletic director. And Mcclain is coming in 1-2. Jeremy Andrews, their coach, and Pat Stevens, their athletic director. We're going to have Pat on at halftime, so you can stay tuned to that. And also Charlie Hargrave, who does a lot of our broadcasts here on Campus Nation, both in basketball and other tournament and baseball and softball. Charlie will be on after he gets done at halftime with his requirements as far as on the field, since it is going to be homecoming tonight, and he is the band director here at Mcclain. But anyway, just to give you a background on Mcclain, their first game was Adena, which they won 34-21 on August the 26th. Unioto, they lost 42-41. That was a squeaker that they lost on September the 2nd. And then Zane Trace, a 42-7 loss. That was last week on September the 9th. They obviously have the game tonight with Wilmington. They've got Clinton Massey next week, and that will be a home game as well on the 23rd. Miami Trace will be where they will head on the 30th of September. Then they will be back home with Chillicothe with the Cavaliers, and then off to Washington on the 14th of October. And then they'll finish out their season at East Clinton in Lee's Creek on 10/21. I take that back. They will finish out at Hillsborough on 10/28. They'll be at East Clinton, Washington, and Hillsborough for those last three games. Their senior night will be hosting Chillicothe on October the 7th. So that is the schedule and the results for the Mcclain Tigers. And then for Wilmington, obviously we opened with a win at home, 42-12. There at Alumni Field with Little Miami on August the 26th. Then we followed with another win, a GWalk school on September the 2nd, a 26-7 win, once again at Alumni Field. Then we traveled to Vandalia Butler, got beat 42-21 on September the 9th. And just a side note, Vandalia Butler, who we have to count now, is 2-2, and they're going to either help us or hurt us as far as playoff contention here by the end of the season. Vandalia Butler took it on the chin to Northmont last night, 35-0. So that did not help Wilmington's cause when it comes to computer rankings. Of course, we're here tonight at Mcclain. We travel to Hillsborough next week on the 23rd. We then go to Lee's Creek in East Clinton on the 30th. We are back home for the Washington Blue Lions on the 7th of October. We then host Miami Trace. We will then travel to the big game, Clinton Massey, which will be at Massey this year on the 21st. And then we finish the season with Chillicothe coming into Wilmington. And fortunately, other than that Clinton Massey game, the big games, which we would probably say would be Washington, Miami Trace, and Chillicothe, those are all schools with improved football programs and a challenge for Wilmington. They'll all be home games, fortunately, other than that Clinton Massey game. Massey is at Trace tonight, and I'm going to pick them. I predict Massey will get beat by Trace tonight, so we'll just see how that finishes out. But anyway, Joe, you've got some information as far as who we can look for tonight, as far as Wilmington players that might be someone to watch, and you might want to go over that a little with us. And we want to remind everybody that, as always, all Hurricane sports Sports is brought to you by Bogart Southern Barbecue. Marty Bogart, he brings us Hurricane Sports all year long. And, of course, he's one of the biggest supporters, and we talked with him earlier tonight across the way in the Wilmington stands. He is here in presence with his wife, and they're ready for the game tonight to watch their son, Dylan.
Dylan, not Marty.
That's right, not Marty, Joe.
For Wilmington, one of the running backs who is doing pretty well this year, Chad Davis, was injured in the last game we did, and so we didn't go see them last week, so I'm not sure who replaced him as doing a lot of the running for Chad, and wide receiver, not running back, but wide receiver. They threw to him quite often and before, so it's going to be sort of interesting to see who fills up that gap a little bit. Quarterback, of course, is Brady Evans. It'd be interesting to see if he does the whole game, or if backup Jake Vaughn, who's a senior, left-handed senior, and throws the ball very well, comes in for him. Tony Merritt's another wide receiver who they may go to a little more now with Chad Davis being out. He's walking around in a little boot. Hopefully he can get back in before the year's out. Trey Lee Joyner, running back, number 39, will be probably one of the main guys they go to, as well as Dylan Bogart and Brady Evans. So those are going to be the three main guys in the backfield to watch, and then the wide receiver crew to see who comes in.
And, of course, as we said, tonight is homecoming for Mcclain, and we've got that all captured on film. So remember, tomorrow night we will have all our video in HD, and it'll be on demand. You'll be able to catch all our video from the game tonight, as well as the halftime and the pregame festivities as far as the Mcclain homecoming. Charlie Hargraves front and center there with the Mcclain marching band.
For Greenfield, the players to watch and look for are number 2, Tristan Pitzer, who was very athletic. He handles a lot of the ball for them offensively, and then running back Gabe Adams, number 4. So those will be the two main guys we're going to be keying on probably during the game, and then see who else they throw in during the game as it goes on.
And, of course, we're hoping that any kind of rain or anything like that will not make its presence known through the game tonight. And hopefully, if anybody has to lose sleep over the rain, it'll be AJ and crew there in Mason.
Unless they luck out and they call it quick and they head home.
Well, that's true, yeah.
Really thank everyone that voted for me and everyone that's here for the game tonight. Really support the Tigers and the Tigers.
The rain is going from Cincinnati north to Fort Wayne. So it's north and south from Fort Wayne, and leaving a little bit above Fort Wayne all the way down to Cincinnati. Then as it heads east, hopefully what it looks like coming to us is mostly rain. If it gets here, hopefully maybe the game can even be in before the rain and all that gets here from the west.
There you go. Thank you.
Congratulations, Lexi. Next, we have your 2 Queen Sports attendants. They are Miss Natalie Buttermore and Miss Mackenzie Anderson.
We're watching the homecoming attendance being announced and coming on the field here before the game. They had the King already announced and the Queen. Now they're bringing in the other attendants. 17:30 still on the clock prior to the game.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, your 2016 homecoming queen is...
And it doesn't appear that AJ and company, because of the rain delay, they're on right now. So once again, for those of you that might be listening to our broadcast, they are in a rain delay in Mason. That is Lakota West, the Firebirds against the Comets. Oh, so AJ is listening to us, he said. So anyway, hey AJ, and we hope that you will get through your rain delay and get that game in. Also, because we couldn't get into the Lebanon press box tonight with the Beaver Creek game, we do have the link. It is on Lebanon Cable. So if you are looking for the Beaver Creek game, we aren't able to do the Beaver Creek game tonight, but we did post the link to the Lebanon City website, and they have on Channel 6 on their cable channel. We've got the link so you can watch the Beaver Creek game. Go Beavers, me being an alumni of Beaver Creek, and hopefully they'll still win tonight. Beaver Creek is 3-0, and obviously I'm not really sure. I think Lebanon is 2-1 as far as their football program, but we want the Beavers obviously to continue along their march to tournament action, playoff action.
Looking at the weather on my phone, it looks like a lot of the red is past Mason, and maybe as it goes on, it'll still be raining for a while, but maybe the lightning that's stopping the game will be through, and maybe they can get the game on.
So as long as there's no lightning for 30 minutes,
then they can get back on the field.
Then they can get back on the field, and then there'll be some warm-up time. But it looks like that AJ and company might be getting paid overtime tonight, you think?
It could be.
Now, that'll be 2 cheeseburgers instead of 1.
1966 football captain, St. Taylor and Dale Smith the Coffin.
Looks like the Wilmington fans are starting to
rise slowly.
Yeah, I'll pan in over there and see if we can.
I think possibly a lot of them were tailgating in their cars, waiting to get closer to time before they made it to the stands.
We also have 1966 head football coach, Mr. Paul Orr. Right there again.
And dead center in our picture, we've got Marty. Marty should be a politician, you know, because he's always. There you go, Marty. We're giving you some FaceTime here.
And we are saying Marty rather than Dylan.
Yeah, you'll say Dylan. You'll say Marty when Dylan scores a touchdown or something.
Well, Coach Drake will present the game ball to Mr. Paul Orr.
Who else should I be looking for other than those two?
Pitcher and Adams, and then
AJ wants 3 large pizzas and a few beers.
that's not 22. Change that to 22.
Which one?
You guys are funny. You're so funny.
22.
Anyway, once again, Rick Phillips with Joe Davis. We're here at Greenfield Mcclain High School for tonight's game between the Wilmington Hurricane and the McLean Tigers. It is pre-game festivities. The homecoming court is here, and we're getting ready for the national anthem. So we'll take a break here while the anthem is played.
High school, and we brought them this year this season by Southern State Community College.
About 12 minutes to go before the game. You know, I'm hoping that even, of course, most people are probably aware of the fact by now that Wilmington and Massey and East Clinton will be going to the SBAC, and the SCOL will still remain intact as far as certain sports, but McLean will be joining some other schools from the SCOL and moving to a new league. I'm hoping that we'll still be able to get here to McLean at least for some home games and be able to do some broadcasts even after they leave the SCOL. This is one of our favorite places, along with East Clinton, outside of the realm of Wilmington, that we always like to come and do a lot of the sporting events here. They always treat us great here, and we certainly appreciate it. And we know that Charlie probably doesn't help us out any, but anyway. And Charlie will be up at halftime. We'll also be interviewing Pat Stevens at halftime, McLean's great athletic director, and he will be
putting the wand away.
That's right, yeah.
This concludes your 2016 homecoming ceremony. We'd like to wish Coach Andrews and the Mighty Tigers good luck tonight against the Hurricanes of Wilmington.
And this is, I don't know how you want to put it, an interesting game or whatever, but Jeremy Andrews used to be on the Wilmington coaching staff. He's
right.
coached other sports at Wilmington. I know he was the lacrosse coach at Wilmington. And the head coach opening came over here, so he came over here as head coach to Greenfield. Jody Drake, who used to be on the Wilmington coaching staff, I think as maybe a junior high coach, is over here with him. So there's some Wilmington connections to this game tonight.
Right. Well, just about anywhere we go. Even Scott Stemple down there in Mason has connections to Wilmington.
Right.
And we find ex-Wilmingtonians, I guess, all over the place. And of course, Mindy McCarty, principal at Wilmington High School, was Mason's principal a few years back.
And her son plays is a wide receiver for the Wilmington team and is a pole vaulter on the Wilmington High School track team.
So there you go. There's all kinds of connections run amok here. And we'll let you folks know that might be waiting for that Mason game to get going. We'll let you know. AJ can text me when they're ready to get going on the air, and we'll let you know so that you've got plenty of time to tune into that game. I guess they're going under the stands right now from what AJ says. AJ, don't get hit by lightning, please.
Well, under the stands is... A lot of places don't even let you near the stands when there's lightning.
Yeah. Well, Atrium Stadium, at least the home side is solid concrete. It is
it's not like
Atrium Stadium is larger than Wilmington College's stadium. It's a huge venue. Last year we did the Coleraine Mason game, and they parachuted the football in for the game.
Oh my gosh!
We have a couple of announcements. The McLean Tiger Athletic Boosters are selling those delicious Beau Norcross tenderloin sandwiches over there at the concession stand. It's a big sandwich and it's only $3 over at the McLean Athletic Tigers concession stand. Beau and his crew over there firing up the grill.
And the good thing is the lightning and the bad part of that went through Mason is heading northeast, not toward where we are.
Right, so we do not anticipate, at least any time during this game, that it will probably have any problem with interruption from bad weather. The bad weather in this area is only supposed to come in later this evening or maybe early tomorrow morning.
Don't forget, Catch 22 Sports Pub in downtown Greenfield will donate 20% of their proceeds for the first 2 hours after the game back to McLean High School. 10% will go to the athletic department and 10% to the band boosters. That's Catch 22 Sports Pub on Jefferson Street in Greenfield.
The cheerleaders, excuse me. the cheerleaders and the band is set up for the football team to run out in the
And
field.
we'd like to direct your attention down on the track in front of the home.
I imagine you and I will probably be traveling to Hillsborough next week. I don't know where Beaver Creek will be. I don't have the
Kids that they serve.
schedule right in front of me, but
Thank you to some of those who went above and beyond the classroom walls to inspire and motivate the students
remember tonight's
of McLean.
struggle between these two great teams is brought to you by Bogard Southern Barbecue, and we've added their banner to our website. So you can go there, and it's 975 South Street in Wilmington, Ohio. You'll be able to get all that pertinent information off our website as far as drop by. Let Marty know how much you appreciate him bringing, hurricane sports to campusnation.com. Without his support, a lot of this may not be happening. But anyway, stop in and get you some of that delicious Southern barbecue. We normally get some free barbecue around the Chillicothe game. So maybe Marty will put the word out. Maybe he can bring us some for homecoming and the Chillicothe game this year.
Sounds good to me. He owes me because I give him at least one touchdown a game almost.
That's right. Since you do give him those touchdowns, I think that he would probably behoove him to bring you some delicious barbecue.
Nominated by Molly Rowe. Fans, these teachers and staff were nominated as the most...
Just about 6 minutes to go before this game kicks off.
Please congratulate these teachers as tonight's McLean Teachers of the Game.
I always liked the Tigers color scheme. I thought it's one of the prettiest, color combinations, and even the gym is done so well. It's one of my favorite places for us to actually record our games because it looks so sharp. When you get the video.
For tonight's game, back judge Mr. Frank Lynn, line judge.
Who's the guy in the black shirt?
Jared Haynes. Jared
Mr.
Haynes.
Brett Dennis.
I know him.
Line judge Mr. Mark Moore. Umpire
I probably refereed and played basketball.
Scott Beckwith.
Joe, you know everybody.
I know everybody.
You're like Charlie Hargrave. Wherever we go, Charlie knows somebody. We could go to Michigan and he would know someone.
Well, when you're old, you know a lot of people.
Well, that's true, right? When you're both pushing up daisies almost, you guys probably, you have a lot of people that you know.
I'm still working. Charlie's retired.
I'm
Remember
37, yeah. Well, you're still working because you have to. Charlie doesn't have to. He's going to get that big fat pension check when he retires. I'm going to probably end up being a Walmart greeter or something here. This must be our whistling specialist here. Every dog in Greenfield will be here on the field shortly. Everybody anxiously anticipating the McLean football team storming onto the team and breaking the homecoming banner that they have, that the cheerleaders are holding up.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
I think I will come in. Her whistler is whistled out.
No, she told me to quit.
What's the whistle?
It's for Hunger Games, and have you ever seen the Hunger Games?
No, he's old. He doesn't understand.
That's a young.
He doesn't understand.
I don't go to movies much.
Well, it's this movie. Oh,
They're on Netflix now. Joe, you could catch the Hunger
I
Games.
don't even get Netflix.
Oh.
I have heard of the Hunger Games, though.
Have you?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, well, that's not like a trip to McDonald's or anything like that. That's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, I thought the Hunger Games was Burger King versus McDonald's,
Yeah.
Wendy's,
Right. And we've got the Hurricane in one corner of the end zone getting ready.
We're still waiting for Greenfield to emerge.
Yeah, Mcclain is going to make the big...
Unfortunately, I don't think they're hearing the whistler.
The whistler, they don't respond. They must not be hungry yet.
Turn that line on.
Put it on. All right.
Ooh.
Now I can't sleep.
All right, 2 minutes till game time. Let's see if they emerge. 155 and counting. Good job.
All right, thank you.
Best whistler I've heard. Forget it, Joe. You better just stick to broadcast. Once again, our other crew in Mason, they're in a rain delay.
I see the coaches coming out, so the players should be coming right behind them.
And I got a couple messages from AJ. Beaver Creek at Fairmont. They're going to be at Fairmont High School next week for their game. And the 30-minute clock is running in Mason, so that means that barring any other lightning, they will get underway in 30 minutes. Now, I don't know whether, AJ, does that mean that the 30-minute clock that they're out on the field, or they've got to wait 30 minutes to get out on the field, and then they've got the warm-ups? Probably somewhere between 30 and 45 minutes.
The whistler is back.
Yeah, and she's reading off that paper. That's how she's doing her whistling.
Is that it? Yes.
Yeah, the whistle's on the paper.
Make sure you hit the right notes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
There's the Mcclain football team coming on the field.
Fighting Tigers.
And obviously they're very excited because this is homecoming. And your Hurricane, they're out on the field. Joe, did we see any coin toss or anything?
No, I did not see the coin toss. We may have been when we were walking around.
So they haven't done it yet.
Wilmington receiving.
Oh, Wilmington is receiving. All right. And is that by Wilmington's choice, or is that Mcclain deferring?
I have no idea.
Don't know. All right. Well, anyway, Wilmington will be receiving.
And who else back? Well,
Tony Merritt, 32. He's probably the main one back. And
Is this north?
Jake Vaughn.
Is this north? Is it north-south? This is north, that's south. Okay, so Wilmington's going to be defending they're going to be receiving, and they're going to be going to the south from the north. And Mcclain will be defending the south goal against Wilmington for that first series.
So it's like Sherman going to the south. Is that what it's going to be?
Yeah. Well, this is like most traditional football fields, running north and south. There are a few that run east and west.
It's like baseball fields where the pitcher pitches with his left hand toward the south.
Sort of like that.
number 28, Camden Yates, will kick off for the Tigers.
All right.
Well, you're north and south. Make sure that if there's a sun out, it's not going to be right in one of their eyes. It should be off to the side of the field.
Well, that was one of the problems in Beaver Creek. When we were in Beaver Creek, the sun was in our eyes, and we were in the home press box. All right, so we're getting ready for that kickoff.
And kicked off, going to about the 25-yard line. Picked up by, looks like number 56 for Wilmington. I'll check on who that is here in a second. Preston Kessler caught the ball short, ran it from the 25 to about the 32 where he was brought down. Wilmington's offense is getting ready to come on the field.
So it'll be a 1st and 10 from the Wilmington 33-yard line. 11 minutes and 54 seconds. We are just into the first quarter of play here in Greenfield.
And Brady Evans is coming out to quarterback. He was hurt last week, but
it's good to see him back out on the field. And he's in the...
Looks like they were calling for the ball. Now everybody stands up, looks to the coaching staff for a signal.
Right, to look at that signal.
Fake. Going to throw deep. He's wide open. Merritt catches the ball in stride and is going in for a touchdown. First play of the game. Jody Merritt, great catch over the shoulder, runs it in for a touchdown. That's the guy. That's the boy from my track team that I taught all of his speed to.
Yeah. You taught him all the speed, but obviously the genetic makeup there had nothing to do with you, Joe. So Wilmington strikes fast.
And in the kick is Mr. Henry.
All right. Going for the point after.
Henry in the kick, the point after.
Brady Henry will attempt the extra point.
Up. And good.
It is good.
All right.
Ahead 7-0 with 11:44 on the clock.
Yeah, that was lightning.
Yes. Speaking of lightning.
No, let's not speak of lightning.
Well, let's have this kind of lightning here and let AJ have his kind of lightning there.
Right. Well, they've got the 30-minute clock running. The last time I checked with AJ, so. All right, so once the 30 minutes run out, the teams can come on the field and warm up. So we're probably a good 45, 50 minutes away from their game getting underway.
Right, it's going to be about an hour behind our game probably.
And now the Hurricane are going to kick off after scoring that touchdown.
Well, let's see who's back for Greenfield Mcclain. Looks like Dalton Mitchell, number 22. It looks like number 12, Blake Gall. Oh, Pitzer. Oh, that's number 2, not 12. Okay. Greenfield catches the ball about the 17-yard line, runs up, hit to the 20s, hit and falls to about the 22, I think. 22, 23. We'll see where they mark it. They're going to mark all the way up to the 24, it looks like.
So we're going to have a 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line of Mcclain. That's where they'll start with their first series.
Their quarterback, Tristan Pitzer. Main running back in the backfield is Gabe Adams.
Oh, dropped
the ball in the backfield. Wilmington covers up. A handful of Wilmington players covers him up in the backfield.
Going to be a loss. Looks like about 4 yards.
Looks like number 54, Alex Musler, was one.
3 yards, 4 yards.
About a 3-yard loss back to the 21.
So we're going to have a 2nd and 13. One man in the backfield. They've got one out on each side as far as...
Take the handoff, quarterback keeper keeps it up the middle, gets back to the original line of scrimmage about, so it's back to the 24-yard line.
Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Maybe the 23. They're going to keep him a short. Third down, 11, 10:40 on the clock. Will they try to pass this time, trying to make up the yardage, or are they going to keep it on the ground?
Yeah, I'm not really sure if Mcclain is a passing team or not. Yeah, they're going to pass.
They're going to try. Coming out, throws it, number 6, catches it, falls down on the 32-yard line.
So he's got the first down.
No, they had to get to the 34.
No, so they're short. So they will punt more than likely. Yeah, they're 2 yards short.
4th down and 2.
Ball was caught by Eric Anderson.
Are they going for it?
They're lining up like
they are going
Not
for
even
it.
close to the 50-yard line.
All right. Well, this is going to be interesting.
Handoff hit, falls forward.
Looks like he got
It's
it.
going to be very close. Let's see what it's going to be all up to the mark.
They signal first down.
They're giving it to him, so it's
Well,
first down.
I'll tell you, that's very gutsy. Very gutsy.
Well, I figured they may have felt if we're going to stay in this game, we've got to do these things. We've got to keep the ball. Can't keep giving it back to Wilmington.
Well, that's true, and they don't want to give it back to Wilmington because Wilmington can score fairly quickly as they did on the first play of the game.
But that far from the midfield, that was
a danger,
surprised.
but
yes.
That was gutsy. Hand
off this time. And he keeps running, gets over to the 42-yard line.
Nice run.
Very nice run by Gabe Adams. Second down, and it's going to be about 2 yards, it looks like.
Yeah, now those are very manageable. So they can keep this up, and it looks like, although they did pass when they had to, it looks like that McClain primarily enjoys the running game.
Yeah, and if your major running game, I mean, that's your major thing, you know, hopefully you do it well because that's what you practice. That's your main function. So, you know, they can keep the ball and kick a lot of clock
pass.
off. Passes out again to number 6. Stayed in bounds, and they're going to mark him just over the 50 to the 49-yard line. Again, Eric Anderson made the catch for Greenfield.
First down, Tiger.
Another first down. Clock's restarted.
9:01 on
Says
the clock.
AJ.
Clock has started at Mason.
In Mason, right. It's going to be a run.
Here's the run to the right. Pitcher's got to the right. They're
got nothing.
Not going anywhere and loses some yardage as they push him out of bounds short of the 50.
Over on the Wilmington sideline. You're listening to CampusNation.com, a sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Joe Davis and Rick Phillips.
48-yard line. It's going to be second down and 12.
McClain is on the move.
Actually, it's going to be 13. It's 2 yards to the midfield, and the line of scrimmage, original line of scrimmage is 1 yard over the 50. So it's going to be second down 13.
Second and 13, right. Clock starting again. 8 minutes and 50 seconds in this first quarter of play.
See if Wilmington's defense can get the offense back the ball here.
Man's in motion.
Man's in motion. Fakes it. Hands off to 22. Coming around on the sweep. And Wilmington keeps it wide, and he gains to the 50. So he gained about 2 yards.
He's almost back to the original line of scrimmage. About maybe a yard, half yard shy.
Dalton Mitchell.
Gain of 2 yards, third down 11. Correction, gain of 1 yard.
Yeah, it's going to be a third and 12.
I had him to the 50, but they put him back at the 49.
Quarterback in the shotgun. The timeout.
Timeout called.
Yeah, they didn't indicate who called the timeout.
Put the hands out like...
Uh-oh.
They see lightning?
We're in a delay.
We are in a delay is what that was. So sending him off the field.
Officially in a lightning delay.
I didn't see anything.
So it'll be 30 minutes. It had to be over our back. The far official looking this way saw it.
In the meantime, don't forget about those tenderloin sandwiches over at the McClain.
All right.
I do remember Rick saying, we will have no worry about any weather up in this area. Thanks, Rick.
I'd also like to remind everyone, tonight's game audio is being streamed live on CampusNation.com, the sports animal. The audio and video stream of the game will be available on demand tomorrow afternoon on the CampusNation.com website. Campus Nation is your home.
There's nothing near us right now on the radar. I mean, this is way out here.
And our shameless plug by our announcer here at McClain.
If we're being stopped because of that cell, and that cell's not to us yet, and it's coming toward us, that means
might be a while.
Yeah. Because every half, if we see another one in 10 minutes, it's a half hour from there.
If anyone wishes to take shelter, the cafetorium is open the south end of the field. If anybody would like to take shelter.
Yeah, most of the fans are staying in the stands, and I don't know how far the visibility is for them to have picked up that lightning, but we have to wait at least 30 minutes before we can get them back on the field.
Zoom in.
Once again, to remind everybody, since at this point we are not broadcasting the Mcclain Wilmington game, nor are we broadcasting the Lakota West Mason game, hopefully the Beaver Creek Lebanon game is not being delayed, but it's possible that it could be. I'll have to tune in to the website. We do have the link to the Beaver Creek Lebanon game. It is being live streamed on Channel 6 on the cable network there out of Lebanon. And so if that game is underway, you can always tune over to that. What we will try to do in order to keep people informed is we'll post a Facebook post to let everybody know, and we'll send that along also to AJ and them. They'll be probably starting, barring any other delays there in Mason, they'll be starting before we do. So
the cell where the lightning came from is over Hillsboro right now. So where it goes and if it comes toward us, lingers, it's all together. But there is some yellow and red around Hillsboro and Newmarket in that area.
Well, do you think that the officiating crew were looking at their phones and that's why they called the?
No, they're standing on the field, and their job on a night like this is, as each one looks in a different direction, is to watch the sky, and if they see it
for drones.
For drones,
yeah. Looks like most of the fans are not actually exiting. Still quite a few in the stands.
Well, again, the lightning's not like right over top of us where, it's...
No, and we actually have we've not had any rain. There's not been any precipitation. I don't know if, I don't think that AJ and them had any precipitation either. I think that it was strictly just lightning that was spotted, and that was the delay. Oh.
Left in the first quarter.
This cell does look like it's heading possibly in our direction, so...
You're not supposed to say that, Joe.
We could have a long, long night.
Well, we've been involved in a few long nights like that.
You.
Yeah, you haven't.
Which way was the lightning?
Hillsboro.
I think I will... I'm going to try to get on the Beaver Creek game and see if that game is actually underway.
Thanks, Mark. Can you make it go away? Okay, we'll call you back when you're ready.
Trivia question for you.
Trivia question.
What's the last year, you may know this, McLean defeated Wilmington in football?
Oh my gosh, no, I don't. Last year Wilmington defeated, Greenfield defeated Wilmington.
How about 1995?
Nope.
I think before.
Not even close?
No.
Sooner than that?
Later.
Further back?
Further back.
Oh my
Further
gosh.
back.
The closest they came to winning, was in 91.
91.
Wilmington won in like a minute to go.
Wow.
Before that, in the late 80s, there was another real close one, got down to the last play or two. But no, the last year, 86.
1986 was the last time that Mcclain.
Wow, I would not have went
Wilmington.
that far back at my guess. I would have
12-3.
12-3. Well, my son played in the mid '90s. He graduated in '94, so.
Yeah, I think that's about the time they quit playing each other. When the league broke up.
Yeah.
Well, I've got from our website the link to Beaver Creek, Lebanon. The game is currently also in a weather delay, which I would have expected that. Probably similar to the delay that they're experiencing at our Mason game. So right now, all three of our games are weather delayed. And, of course, AJ and I did that famous game last year at Carroll High School, where we went to Carroll on the second night or the second game of the season to do the Beaver Creek Carroll game. And that game we sat around for quite a while, never got off. They postponed it till the following morning. We came back to Carroll that morning, I think, for a 10 o'clock game on Saturday morning. Then we had to rush back to Wilmington because that was the same day that we were doing a Wilmington College game with, I think, the Bluffton Beavers. So we have a game tomorrow night with Wilmington. The Wilmington Fighting Quakers will be taking on the Otterbein Cardinals. That game also will get underway with our live broadcast, our pregame at 6:30. The game will be at 7. That'll be the first and only night game this year at Wilmington College. And we'll have all the action barring other weather delays. And, of course, we've got bad weather predicted for tomorrow night as well as all day Sunday. So who knows? We may be just sitting around watching the rain for the next couple days.
Oh, yeah. No, they're not going to travel well.
We'd have 10 times many people there.
Yeah, city schools like that do not travel well. Yeah, that's one thing thinking about when he said, when's the last time Greenfield played Wilmington? When the original SCOL went apart, they quit playing each other for a long time. So there was many years there were just no games.
That's
it's not
right.
like Greenfield didn't beat them, they just didn't play each other.
Right, yeah. And that obviously is something that we
This gate down here.
that we need to let them know.
Hey, McLean fans, the Tiger football moms would like you to purchase raffle tickets. We're giving away cornhole boards. The raffle tickets are being sold at the south end of the home stands. Help support the Tiger football moms as they support our athletes. The winner will be chosen tonight. Raffle tickets to win cornhole boards.
Again, most of Wilmington's fans still sitting in the stands over on the other side.
I'm getting a lot of people liking my post to Facebook tonight, being inside McLean's band room. You like that?
They'd have liked it better if you got me in the background.
Well, Joe, I don't know if there was room for you in that picture. There were, a lot of people there. Charlie takes up a third of the picture because Charlie, he's a big man. He just has a commanding presence anywhere Charlie is.
A big man with a bigger head, but.
No, we're talking Charlie. This is not Dave. This is Charlie. And, of course, as always, riding the wave with Dave, Saturday nights from 9 to 11 on WKRC 550 in Cincinnati, Ohio. Occasionally I'll be on. You were on, Joe. We actually were in studio last year. This was actually this year. It was this year, but it was during basketball. We had been to the Centos Center for one of those tournament games, and then we went to the studios at KRC, and we were on Riding the Wave with Dave.
Yeah, that was very interesting, going up and seeing where KRC and WLW and them have their studios and how it was set up and laid out.
But, of course, we know the most famous radio station that's located on the 6th floor of that building.
Yes.
And that is, they have a frog for a mascot. WEBN.
A fellow volleyball official of mine, the Chickster, is one of the guys.
Chick Ludwig. Yeah. Well, Wilmington's fans are still in the stands. Wilmington's band has left. That may be a requirement.
I think, the band has to get, because of their instruments have to get out of the stands.
Well, that would make sense. If you're holding a big tuba, that would be a lightning strike.
No, unlike if you're in the highest stadium or some places, they will tell you to leave. Here, they said if you choose to leave. They did not tell anybody they had to leave. Adults.
Right.
At least we got a nice little breeze coming in the windows up here.
Yeah. Yeah, this is obviously from a press box advantage. This is as nice as any press box that you want to be in.
Just wish it was higher.
Yeah,
little higher.
So part of it's good, the fact that you're close to the numbers you can see, but part of it don't have that angle of.
Hard to see tackles and who's carrying balls sometimes.
Yeah.
When they build it, that's the first thing I noticed. I wish instead of stringing it from the 5-yard line to 5-yard line, they build it higher, shorter.
Right.
And just a reminder, our score here is Wilmington Hurricanes 7, Greenfield Mcclain Tigers nothing.
Yeah.
There is 8 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We are in a rain delay. They are counting, I guess they will count down 30 minutes from that lightning that they saw.
Right. Yeah, 'cause
there's
a lot of
been
them
no
have
precipitation
like that, and then they have a
whatsoever,
ladder
so we're
going
not
up for
actually
the
getting rain.
projectors and stuff. that they
And
want to put up
at
on
this
top.
point, all we're simply doing is waiting that 30 minutes. Hopefully the teams will be able to get back out on the field. As Joe was saying, there was lightning
get up
probably
over- I'm
over
not
near
gonna
the
get-
Hillsboro area. That's probably the lightning that they saw. That's what Joe saw on his phone. And
Okay.
zoom in here on the Mcclain Tiger, which was hand-painted at the 50-yard line tonight.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It is beautiful. It
is.
When you think about hand painting that tiger head out on the middle of the field, and it goes from 45-yard
They're
line.
passing out
45
freebies
yard
tonight.
Tiger Club membership.
Yeah.
You get in to win
Look at this, what he did, the same guy did in our gym.
$25.
He did the gym as well.
He did the gym, yeah.
Yeah, the gym is great. Now, is that the floor and on the wall?
Oh, that
You see it
is
back
pretty.
there?
Yeah.
I've got a closer up.
Yeah, that's
You
right
know-
behind the gym there. Yeah, in the lobby.
Yeah. Yeah, if you haven't been to Mcclain's gym, their court, it's very warm, very cozy, very inviting, and they've got, of course, their colors are so outstanding anyway, and so they've got,
from McLean, 2 tiger heads, and then the stripes above that in purple and gold.
yeah.
Excellent.
Have you been in the gym, Joe? You did volleyball here,
I
didn't you?
referee volleyball and basketball here. Yeah.
Yeah. You've gotten thrown out of all the best places, haven't
I've
you?
got thrown out of all the best places, I tell you.
Yeah, he,
Except you see me, I'm just going to throw
but yeah,
That's always the good thing because, Joe's the one that gets all the flack. I don't have to worry. I just stand in the shadows and I'm quiet. Everybody's after him.
bunch of great. We had a building foundation thing. And
McLean's also one of the few schools that actually has their own pool. And but of course we had the SCOL swimming
late to buy your Tiger Club membership
championships that's on our website on campusnation.com.
to win $25.
So you can always take a look at those championships. They were at Wilmington College.
Every home varsity football game and every
Still people in the stands, even though we had that lightning warning.
need not be present to win. Contact Mindy Anderson or stop by the Tigers
Yeah, over at Mason, it looks like the weather's clearing up there. Maybe a little rain, but all the major.
Well, as long as there's no lightning, they'll get underway. And if the 30-minute clock was running, then as long as it hasn't been extended, and I've not seen anything yet come across my phone from AJ, I'll have to look at it here.
over at the concession stand. They're $15 each.
I'm going to zoom in
What
on
I'm worried about here is just about the 30-minute clocks run down, they get back on the field, they'll see lightning, and we'll start all over again.
Yeah, well, it's hard to tell because it's dark out, Joe.
And the lightning's from behind us where there's no windows.
Well, it should be then going the other way because this is north and this is south, right?
That's east, and it's coming from west to east.
Our $25 winner is Elma Weiskup. Our $50 winner is Floyd. And
Yeah, nothing else from AJ.
And our
I tell you what,
$100
I'll see if they're actually on the air because that may be the reason that I haven't heard from him.
So remember, if you haven't joined the Tiger Club, you still have plenty of time to do so and plenty of opportunities to win money.
Well, what I'm looking at here, the rain may be getting close to us, but the red that was around Hillsboro and Newmarket is still staying about the same spot. It's not got any closer.
It's going to be plugged into a base tutorial. But if it rains and the state game's still going on, I'll probably...
I mean, there's nothing closer than Hillsboro. It's on the other side of Hillsboro is where the bad weather is.
A lot of times Hillsboro or below Hillsboro and Wilmington will get it, and we won't get anything.
Right. This came from the river up is what it did. This one little cell. Everything else was way over here. And there was one little cell down here, and it started coming up.
All right, so AJ and crew are not broadcasting yet. They're still waiting for the clock to start again. Once the clock starts, then they'll go live
I'm hoping that as the air cools down and maybe this dissipates before it gets here. We'll get some rain maybe, but the lightning, the red, the yellow will go away. Yeah.
So you're either our in-house meteorologist or
it's just not moving. It's the same spot it was the last time I checked 15, 20 minutes ago when the 30 minutes.
You got to put it on motion so that it moves.
I did. I turned it off and turned it back on.
Oh, okay.
So it would have been a new spot.
And just a reminder, we've got Wilmington College football, their first home game of the season. We'll be bringing it to you. It's a night game tomorrow night. And, of course, the Mcclain band many times play at a Wilmington College game. I think they will be playing not at the game tomorrow night, but a game still at home here at Wilmington College. Otterbein, the Cardinals will be in. This game will start at 6:30 our time for our pregame with the kickoff at 7. And that will be the only night game at Wilmington College. And, of course, we do all 5 of Wilmington's home football games. Wilmington lost last week, so they are 0-1, so they're hoping to even their record. Tomorrow night's game will be broadcast live on the WilmingtonQuakers.com website through Boxcast. We will supply their audio, and our audio as well as our delayed video. The video will be available probably Sunday night on our website, so you'll be able to go back and catch all that HD action on CampusNation.com, the sports animal.
Somebody trying to tell me something in emails. Emails for brain enhancers.
I get the other end. I don't get the brain.
I get both of them.
As we said, the Beaver Creek Lebanon game is in weather delay, probably about similar to AJ and company there in Mason for the Lakota West Mason game. And then, of course, our game, we are probably, a good 20 to 30 minutes behind AJ and company as far as getting started again. And our game started a half an hour later than what they were going to get started anyway. So who knows what this will all end up being at the end of the night. So, Joe, you're going to see if you see any lightning? All right, well, take that metal rod with you and wave it and see if it'll give you an indication where it is.
We need to put some bigger trees up there so the fish can see.
Part of our other programming on our other network, TalkTV.us, want to bring you some information on some upcoming shows that we have. Obviously, this week we've got the Razor's Edge on Sunday night. That gets underway at 7 o'clock from Generations Pizza in Wilmington, Ohio. And that is more of a political show than, I guess that's the best way to describe it. And, of course, you can go to our TalkTV.us website and see some of those past episodes. And then, of course, the big reveal will be this Tuesday. We're going to be live from For the Love of Ink in Wilmington, Ohio. They are going to be doing a tattoo, which I understand Charlie has negotiated for free. Charlie is the wheeler dealer, of course. He is getting a tattoo, and we are going to be bringing it to you on Keep Calm and Chaz On, Charlie's show on Talk TV. I don't know what kind of tattoo he's going to get. It might be a picture of AJ. It could be a picture of Joe Davis. Who knows? Maybe if we get Charlie up here at halftime, we'll find out from him what the tattoo is going to be. Charlie does have some other tattoos, so this is not like it's the first tattoo that Charlie's that Charlie will get. He will just add to his collection of tattoos. I think the other tattoos that he has are on various parts of his arm. Charlie's into a lot of this skull and crossbones type of thing. So I think that maybe there's some type, Charlie drives a hearse, what can I say? And that's probably his claim to fame. All right, got a message from AJ. And from Charlie.
just saw the whole sky behind me lit up.
Oh, okay. Well, then we are still under a rain or a lightning delay, and lightning is still occurring.
Yeah, and then I'm probably convinced him. I said, there's no light. And at the time, we were playing Huntington. They were well off, and we were up about 18-0. All I would do was get 5 innings in and go home.
And the teams are coming on the field. They're in Mason, so they will get underway. More likely that Beaver Creek Lebanon game will also be getting underway shortly. Once that occurs, just so that you know, once AJ and company go online and they're broadcasting, we are going to go off the air for whatever period of time. And if you tune in to the Mason Westchester Lakota game, AJ will let you know, because I will text him when the teams are on the field here in Greenfield. So we'll go off the air once AJ and company get back on the air. And right now, with the teams coming out, they should be on the air shortly. And then we will go off the air for whatever period of time. And right now, if lightning was sighted again, that just extends that 30 minutes. So right now, we are in a holding pattern, and that may go on for some time. But the main thing, obviously, is we do have 2 games that are being simulcast. Right now, we have 2 weather delays that are being simulcast. But we are on the air. We will go off the air when AJ and company let me know that they're on the air. We will come back on the air, and I will text AJ so that you folks that are listening to this Mcclain-Wilmington struggle can listen to the Mason Lakota West game until such time as we're back on the air. And then we'll get back on the air just as soon as the teams are back on the field.
Yeah, exactly right.
That's one of the great things about having 2 games going on at the same time. At least we do have a backup to our backup. Unfortunately, this weather is expansive, and so we're both in that delay. More lightning?
The referees are over there.
Oh.
He's trying to call the AD who's over there with them to say, hey, did they restart the clock? How many minutes do the referees have on their clock?
Right. Well, we'll find out. When we find that out, if we're on the...
The referees were closer to the...
Yeah, well, if we find out before we go off the air, we'll give some indication. But as soon as AJ and the group get on the air, we're going to go off the air, and then we will text AJ and let them know that we will be back on the air at such and such a time once we know that the teams are getting ready and that the bad weather is behind us, in front of us, or wherever. And I'm getting texts from AJ, and I'm getting texts from Charlie. Charlie wants me to keep him informed.
Tell Charlie, when we know, he'll know.
Well, they're in the school, so they probably don't get any information.
Right.
Not that we're getting the greatest information.
The referees are over in the building on the other side of the field, off the north end side of the field, and sitting there where there's like a garage door open and watching. But they're probably 100 yards from us. At least an 8:33 start, it says here. And it is 8:04 now. So.
All right, so we've got at least another 30 minutes.
He just
at
said,
least.
For the AD who's over there, they just restarted the clock. It's going to be at least an 8:34 start or 8:33 start.
All right.
I thought after the first time it's 15 minutes.
30 minutes every time they see it.
30 minutes.
30 minutes. And the way it's standing there over Hillsboro, it's not going to go away. They're going to every 5 or 10 minutes they're going to see another flash. And
all right, just to let you know, AJ and company are live from Mason High School, so we're going to go off the air until such time as AJ and company let you know. So for you Wilmington fans and you Mcclain fans that are listening to our game here from Greenfield Mcclain, we're going to go off the air. We will let AJ know just as soon as we're ready to go live again. But tune in to the Firebirds and the Comets duking it out there in Mason, Ohio, and we will be back just as soon as we know, and it's going to be at least 8:33, so in the meantime, we will let you know just as soon as we're ready to go live again. This is Rick Phillips with Joe Davis from Greenfield Mcclain, CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports.
Is he a school board member?
All right, we are back with 8 minutes and 29 seconds remaining in this first quarter of play. The Hurricane leading the Tigers 7-0. We have just concluded a rain delay, and they are getting underway in Mason, Ohio, but we are getting underway right here in Greenfield.
Greenfield's got the ball in the 49, hikes it back to the quarterback. Pitcher takes it himself, runs up the middle, breaks free, and going for a touchdown. All the way into the goal line from the 49-yard line. First play from scrimmage.
And so we got some lightning from the Tigers.
Now, just like Wilmington took the first play of the game for a touchdown, the Tigers come back and put the first play into after the rain delay or lightning delay into a touchdown.
Right, Wilmington must have been a little asleep still from that little rain delay because that was a great run.
Attempt the extra point. Owen O'Connor.
And they couldn't be surprised because if you've watched, that's what Greenfield does. He keeps the ball probably 60% of the time.
All right, we're going to try the point after here to tie the game up.
Ball down, kick up.
It's good.
And good. So we have a tied ball game. 8:19 on the clock of the first quarter.
So even though there's no lightning, we had lightning right here with that run. And we have a ball game again. 7-7.
7-7.
8:19 remaining in this first quarter play.
For those who like an exciting game,
we got it.
Got it.
And, of course, you're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Rick Phillips with Joe Davis. We are live from Greenfield Mcclain. Tigers now tying this game up with an electrifying run.
So now we're going back to get ready for the kickoff. Tony Merritt back for Wilmington, who caught the pass, ran for a touchdown a while ago. He's the main man back, and so is number 12, Jake Vaughn. Tony Merritt and Jake Vaughn back to receive the kickoff. They're standing about the 15-yard line. The next group is standing about the 35-yard line, and then the other ones are standing midfield.
Looks like all the fans from Mcclain are coming back. They see that tied-up score there, and they're ready to get back in these stands and find out what's going on.
Mcclain kickoff, they always get around the ball and almost like it's going to be an onside kick. Everybody's really close together, and then the kicker comes in between them and kicks off a squib kick. Going, looks like it may go out of bounds. No, it stops about the 25, scooped up by Merritt, jumping around, going through, gets to the 30, gets about to 33, maybe 34, where he was brought down. Merritt can be a dangerous runner if he gets free there.
Right, do a little juke in there, just didn't get past the defense.
So Wilmington's second time of having the ball. First time they ran one play from scrimmage, long pass to Merritt, and scored a touchdown. They're coming back, first down, 8:13 on the clock, ball on the 34, heading left to right, north to south.
And so now we have both games underway. We're in Mason, Ohio with AJ and crew, and of course we are here at Greenfield Mcclain with the Tigers Hurricane.
Okay, well again, Wilmington gets back like they're going to take the snap, then they all stand up, look over toward the sidelines.
Getting their signals.
Brady Evans back, snap, quick pass out here to Barrett on the sidelines, runs, tackled, brought out of bounds about the 42-yard line, maybe got to the 43. Let's see where they mark it.
Pick up a 5 maybe?
More like 8.
8? Yeah, you're right. Pickup of 8. Good run.
It's going to be about 2 and about a foot.
Wilmington moving quickly now. They like this up-tempo game here.
Getting back down their stance.
Got 3 out to the left and 1 to the right.
Hands off, fake handoff. Evans keeps it, comes out to the right. Breaks first down, gets over the 50, over the 45 to about the 44-yard line. First down for Wilmington.
So a little bit of quarterback run here by Evans.
For Wilmington, brought down by Justin Osborne and Jensen Knapp.
Can Wilmington, come back in response to getting slapped in the face, coming back off the break? Back to Evans, a little high throw, give it to Joyner in the backfield and brought down immediately.
Penalty flag must be a...
Adam Phelps.
Face mask, maybe.
Might have been. Quick flag right where he was brought down. Holding against Wilmington. No.
Wow. In a score, the Beaver Creek Beavers leading the Lebanon Warriors 7-0 in the first quarter.
Are they going to take the penalty or the down? Because they lost some yardage. They lost about 3 yards. I think they're just going to take the down. Nope, they're going to mark the penalty off.
We also have
I might have been willing to take the down at that time. You got lost 3 yards plus a down, the second down.
London, the Red Raiders leading the Madison Plains Golden Eagles 14-6.
First down, 22 yards.
2 out to the left, 2 out to the right.
Offsides. We're going to move it up 5 yards. Nose guard got a little quick, jumped over the ball, and the ball's right in front of you. Your nose guard. Watch the ball.
Penalty against Mcclain.
Moves the ball up to the 49-yard line.
The Clinton Massey Falcons leading Miami Trace 14-7 in the second quarter. Miami Trace trailing Clinton Massey 14-7.
Dylan Bogart in motion to the left, gets the ball, takes off. He's past the original line of scrimmage. Gained about 5 yards, brought down just over the 40 to the 39.
Goshen leading Blanchester 7-3 in the first quarter.
They're going to put the ball right on the white, right on the 40. One referee was standing over, but the other referee got the ball, put it on the 40-yard line.
And the Blue Lions of Washington lead the Hillsboro Indians 27-13 in the second quarter.
Second down and 6. Where if they had took the penalty, it would have been second down and 13. Wilmington again in motion. Dylan fakes the handoff to Dylan this time, keeps it himself, runs back, gets about to the line of scrimmage, and is covered up. So it's going to be third down and
Grady Evans, the ball carrier.
Let's see if it's going to gain about a yard and a half. So it's going to be about 3rd and 5. Third down 5.
Waverly is all over Fairland 29-0.
Okay, Dylan coming down this side this time, along with Tony Merritt. Trey Lee Joyner in the backfield with Evans. Excuse me, again I said Trey Lee. Again, it is Adam Phelps in the backfield.
Well, at least you're not saying Marty Bogart.
No, I haven't said Marty yet.
Now I've planted the seed.
Throws it out to Phelps. Phelps coming around the right side, but he's being swarmed under by a bunch of purple shirts.
Good defense.
Looks like maybe lost a yard at best. Got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be 4th down. I would say I'd say Wilmington's probably 4 down territory.
Oh, they're going for it, no question.
Knowing Wilmington's team.
He set out to practice with a bad shoulder.
Okay, this time Dylan went. Marty, excuse me.
There you go.
There, you said that.
There you go.
I went to go Merritt with the M. Merritt went north. Here goes Dylan in motion. Fakes the handoff, keeps it, goes up the middle, around the right side, breaking free. Evans is to the 10, to the 5, pulled down about the 4-yard line. Let's see where they're marking.
Just out of our line of vision.
Both quarterbacks have had good runs tonight.
Wilmington's driving.
Ooh. 22. Oh, that hurts. One of the major players for Greenfield Mcclain, number 22, Dalton Mitchell,
got a penalty?
Got a hurt shoulder. Looks like we may have had a penalty coming back.
Right, Wilmington's marching backwards. The Wayne Warriors up on the Miamisburg.
Looks like there might have been a holding or a clip or something around the 30-yard line. They're marking it, the penalty off from that spot.
Yeah.
Wilmington's got the ball.
Penalty is 10 yards from the spot.
Wayne 6, Miamisburg nothing.
Makes it 4th down and 4.
Piqua 49, West Carrollton 6.
4th down and 4.
Playing 38-yard line.
Wilmington hikes the ball. Brady Evans keeps it. Tries to go up the middle again. This time he's got 3, now 4 purple guys pushing him back. No gain at all. Tried to do something similar to what he did last time, and they were ready for it this time.
Kings Knights over the Anderson Redskins, 7-0. The Sydney Yellow Jackets 14, Xenia Buccaneers nothing.
Score 7-7, 5:02 on the clock. Greenfield Mcclain takes over the ball on the 39, on their own 39-yard line.
Zane Trace over Unioto, 22-14. That's in the first quarter.
Handoff to number 4. And he is hit immediately, looks like for a 1-yard loss. Number 4, Gabe Adams for Greenfield, taken under by a host of Wilmington players. It's going to be 2nd and 11.
Correction, 2nd down 11.
Wrong way. Greenfield's got the ball 2nd, 11. From the 38-yard line.
This time they got backs out left and right.
Fake handoff. Quarterback keeps it coming out right side. Gets away from one, but then swarmed under. Swarmed under. Preston Kessler first to hit him. Number 56 for Wilmington. And then a host of other Bengals. Gosh. I'm really good at devil.
The Buckeyes on the field.
Oh, yeah. The Buckeyes are playing too. We're going to get them.
Bengals, Buckeyes, Dallas Cowboys. Are they out there?
I can't even talk.
Must be one of those flying ants that you swallowed.
I think that's it. All right, it is now 3rd down 10. Greenfield's got the ball.
Pass.
Gets swarmed done, throwing a long pass to the right side, overthrew his hands. He was open on the Wilmington's 49-yard line, but the ball went right through his hands. He was there. And that was Mitchell, who was over on the sidelines earlier with the shoulder, so it looks like maybe he's okay. And maybe the shoulder was a little problem with that catch there. So now it's 4th and 10. Last time they went for it in about the same position, but it was 4th and 3 or 4 the last time. I think they're back for a punt this time.
Jacob Easter back to punt.
Jacob Easter punting for McLean. Kicks from the 30. Ball's coming down. Oh, boom! Wilmington jumps on it.
On his fumble.
We've got the
Ball
Lakota
was
West.
buffed by Ryan Camp, but
Hurricane 35-yard line.
Wilmington was able to jump on it and cover the ball up.
Lakota West 7 and Mason 7 in that game on our simulcast on our other channel. 7-7. Beaver Creek still leading in their game with 11 and 7-0.
Nose of the ball touching the 35-yard line of Wilmington, heading north toward the south end zone.
They got the whole team over there on the sideline.
Yep, went for their huddling up in the sugar huddle over by the sideline. Now the whole team coming onto the field. Ryan Camp down south here on this side. Hike to Brady, throws out, looks like to Dylan. Dylan gets the ball on the left side, goes about 3 yards and tripped up. Got about 2 yards on that run.
Evans pass complete to Bogard.
Brady Evans throws to Bogard, gets about 2 on the left side. So we got 3 out here to the right side this time.
Right, 1 out to the left.
Pass. Hands off up the middle to Kessler, and he gets about 1 yard, maybe 2. Oh, excuse me, Adam Phelps.
Brought down by Gabe Adams. Needed 5 yards, 3rd down and 4.
It's going to be 3rd and about 4. Again, fake the handoff. Brady Evans keeps it, goes to the left side, gets away from one tackle, breaks the first down, gets near midfield. It's going to be right at the 50 where he brought down. So it's going to be first down from the 50, going toward the 40, going toward Greenfield's end of the field.
The Falcons of Clinton Massey are leading Miami Trace. The Panthers 14-7 still in the second quarter. Remember, I'm predicting an upset here. I don't even know if you'd call it an upset.
Brady Evans in the backfield. Calling play, trying to get the other team to jump.
I was going to say, it looked like he was trying to draw him offside. But
and he goes back, calling for the play.
2 out to the left, 2 out to the right.
Low snap, it gets it, throws quickly to Merritt. Merritt gets about 6 yards on the play brought down, so it's going to be 2nd and 4.
Being of 6 yards, 2nd down and 4.
We got Bogart to the right, Merritt to the left.
All right, 2 to the left, 2 to the right.
Phelps in the backfield with Brady. Brady throws again to Merritt. Merritt gets the ball over the first down.
It's going to move the chains.
Going to move the chains to about the 36-yard line, I think, maybe 37. Players are standing in front where the referee was standing. It's a 37-yard line.
Medina leading Westfall 22-18. Goshen over Blanchester 7-3 in the first
Merritt
quarter.
Out to the left, Bogart to the right. Phelps in the backfield with Brady Evans.
Looking for the signals.
Wilmington continuously, they get down like they're going to hike the ball, but they don't get into their stance. Quarterback starts to call the plays, and then everybody stands up, looks to the sidelines, gets the rest of the play. Back to Brady Evans, throws quickly to Merritt, jumps out, misses a tackle, breaks it again. Still on his feet, pushing up close to the first down marker. Let's see how close they get him there. It's on the opposite side where we are, right at the chain. I don't know if he's at it or a yard short of it. But
looks like it's going to be about a yard and a half short.
Yard and a half short from where they're putting the 2nd down.
Direction 2nd down and 1.
Okay, standing back up, looking for the sideline for the play. Everybody getting back in their stance this time. Brady's getting ready to call the play.
1 left, 2 right.
Hands off to Phelps, up the middle, quick play. He breaks it, gets under the 20 to the 15, just over the 15.
Adam Phelps, the ball carrier.
Good run.
Nice run by Adam Phelps up the middle.
Mount Healthy
Quick
over
hit.
Little Miami 10-7. Alter over Carroll 12-0.
First quarter comes to a close, 7-7. Wilmington has the ball on the 14-yard line, first down. We've got a ball game here, people.
Yes, we do. Williamsburg over Fayetteville 3-0 in the second quarter. Brookville and Bellbrook tied up 7-all. Greenview 45-0 over Triad. They're putting it to the Cardinals. Kenton Ridge over Greenon 35-0. Sycamore over Hamilton 14-0. That's in the GMC. They're the same league that Mason is in, and also Lakota West. Here we are tied 7-7 starting the second quarter. We are at Greenfield Mcclain, the Tigers and the Hurricane. It's homecoming for the Tigers, and they are in this game.
Area scores. Second quarter, Westfall 18, Medina.
Wilmington scored first play of the game. Then we went playing for a while. Then we had a lightning delay. First play of the game as we came back, Greenfield scores, giving us a 7-7. Wilmington then gets the ball and has been marching down the field and gets down to the 14-yard line as we start the second quarter.
Just a reminder, tomorrow we've got Wilmington College. Tomorrow evening, our pregame at 6:30, the Otterbein Cardinals will be in to face the Fighting Quakers, and we'll have it on Campus Nation.
Nothing. It's all clear.
It's all gone. We got nothing but blue skies. Well, dark blue skies. Wilmington on the drive here. Coming from the 14-yard line. 1st and 10.
Starting the second quarter. First play from scrimmage. Great Evans calling for the snap. Everybody stands up, looks to the sideline. One thing I would clear on the defense is if Wilmington doesn't get into the stance with their arm touching the ground, I wouldn't get ready to.
Right. Wilmington's got 3 to the left and 1 to the right.
Barrett down here. Bogart up. Phelps in the backfield.
That'll be a pass.
Going to be a quick pass. Oh!
Almost.
Are we getting pass interference? The ball was tipped, but the flags are down where the receiver was trying for the ball. Let's see if they call pass interference.
I think they're going to say the ball was tipped.
Greenfield's yelling tipped.
Yeah.
I saw it tipped.
Yeah, I saw it tipped as well.
Did the officials see it tipped? They're calling pass interference.
But it looks like one of the officials is saying tipped.
Yeah, the official did.
And it's not going to be pass interference.
I think it's going to come back because the official down here to our left, it's on the sideline, is going out. He was motioning tip. It was tipped. So I think they're going to do away with the penalty.
Right. It was tipped.
Ball tipped.
So it's not a penalty.
No penalty on the play. The ball was tipped.
They're picking up the hanky.
Okay, it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Our score here 7-7, and also AJ and Company, their score is 7-7 as well. I've not gotten any update.
Second from the 14. Evans in the backfield, looking to the right, getting the play. Again, we got Bogart down here to the left this time, Merritt up to the right this time. Phelps in the backfield with Evans. Bogart in motion. Hands off to Bogart. And he breaks free from the tackle in the backfield. Going to make some positive yardage. I thought he was going to get caught for a loss on that play, and he ends up making positive yardage. Gets about the 9-yard line, makes about 5 yards.
Well, if it had been Marty, he would have been caught.
Yeah, Marty would have got. He's slower than Dylan, and luckily that was Dylan. Bogart running the ball.
It's 14-7. Mason leading the Firebirds of Lakota West now.
Marty eats too much of his barbecue.
That's true. He's got all that barbecue in him.
Handoff to Phelps up the middle. Hit quickly, but keeps moving. Pile is still moving, goes down. Let's see where they're marking him. Marking him about the 4-yard line. It's going to be first down. Just got to the marker, and the referees are pointing first down.
And you can try some of that famous barbecue.
I like that.
975 South Street in Wilmington, Ohio. Stop in.
Referees time. We do have a player on the field.
They also have a drive-through.
Yes, they do. Southern barbecue. You can put your sauce on as much as you want.
And that's Memphis-style Southern barbecue.
That's right. Handoff to Phelps up the middle again. Touchdown, Wilmington. With 10:55 left in the second quarter, Wilmington takes the lead again. From the first play of scrimmage to 10:55 into the second quarter, left in the second quarter. It's a long time between scores for Wilmington.
Yes.
Henry getting back for the kick.
Brady Henry will attempt the extra point.
Gotta have the PAT here. It's up.
And looks good. And it is. Wilmington 14, Greenfield Mcclain 7. 10:55 left in the second quarter till halftime. Again, we'll have a short halftime of 10 minutes.
Right.
We're going to have the athletic director from Greenfield Mcclain, Pat Stevens, come up and talk to me during halftime.
And he'll talk to you, too. Even though you probably have such a bad rep here.
He likes me. Pat likes me, yes.
Okay. And here's tonight's trivia.
He'll probably say, Joe who?
Gift card to Catch-22 Sports Pub. In what year did the McLean Tigers last defeat Wilmington in football?
Okay, Wilmington now kicking off south to north. Greenfield Mcclain is defending the north end zone this time. Wilmington will be defending the south end zone. Wilmington kicking off to Greenfield.
No.
Again, in the backfield for Greenfield is Pitzer. And Mischel, M-I-S-C-H-A-L.
He was on the basketball team, or at least he had a brother or something that was.
And it's going to be, ball hits the ground, bounces up to Pitzer. He gets the ball about the 15-yard line or 10-yard line, jumps, runs out, keeps going, grabbed around the ankle, pulled down about the 26-yard line.
And
First down.
That would be kind of unusual to have a football player and basketball player. I don't know if it's the same boy that plays basketball for Greenfield.
Fraley Joyner in on the.
If you're athletic, like Bogard.
Or like me.
Yeah.
No.
That's the Tigers.
They just label me athlete as well.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'm the athlete of Campus
That's
Nation.
like me in officiating. I officiate volleyball and basketball.
They just name you. We can't repeat it because we're even on the internet. We can't repeat it. It's so bad.
Handoff up the middle to number 4 for McClain. Gets to about the 27-yard line. Gabe Adams, the running back for McClain. Gained a couple. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Gained him 2 yards, 2nd down and 8.
McClain primarily a running team. Wilmington sort of, they'll take what they can by the run, but they also pass. McClain will pass when they have to, but they prefer.
McClain's passes are normally 5 to 6 yards and then try to make good ground up from that.
Exactly.
Blitz coming up the middle. He gets through. Quarterback keeps it. He breaks wide open again. He's running away from everybody. 5-10 touchdown. And score is now 14-13 with the PAT coming.
72 yards.
Wilmington had a blitz going up the middle. He was picked up, and Brady Evans went to the. Not Brady Evans, but Gabe Adams went, Pitzer.
Right.
Went to up the middle and all of a sudden disappeared in a way, but all of a sudden
came out of the
pile and nobody around him.
So once again, 7 points from a quarterback run. Gonna have the PAT to tie it up again.
Camden Yates back for the try for the PAT. Almost blocked.
But it's good.
Phelps was running in.
It is wide left.
Wide left?
Was it wide left? Oh, that's too bad.
Well, and Phelps was coming in from the defensive left side, and that could have forced him to pull the ball a little bit. And he tried a quick kick, pulled it, and missed. So Wilmington has the lead at 14-13.
Right, Wilmington dodges a bullet on that one because I'll tell you what, McClain is in this game.
Yes. It's 10:03 left till halftime. Wilmington has a 14-13 lead. If Wilmington can again control the clock a little bit and have a drive going down the field and score before halftime, they can eat up a lot of clock and not give Greenfield a lot of time. But right now, Greenfield doesn't need a lot of time to score back.
No,
give it to Pitzer and go. That last one was 72 yards for Pitzer.
Wilmington's loss to Vandalia Butler. They allowed some runbacks.
Yes.
And twice.
But that was special teams. This is actual defense.
That's right. But either way,
you're missing tackles.
That's right. You're missing tackles.
Not getting off the block.
Yeah.
The kickoff from McClain.
Again, Merritt and Jake Vaughn back for Wilmington.
Vaughn and Merritt back deep for the Hurricane.
Kickoff's going fairly deep this time, hitting about the 21, bouncing out of bounds.
So there'll be a penalty.
There we go. We had a winner on tonight's Catch 22 trivia question, and the answer was 1986.
Trivia today was, when was the last time Greenfield Mcclain beat Wilmington? The answer was 1986.
Score was 12-3.
That was like 30 years after you graduated from college, wasn't it?
Yeah. And part of that reasoning that took so long, it was because the original SCOL fell apart and they didn't play each other for several years. So.
I thought you were talking about the reason you didn't graduate from college.
McClain
That was a lot of other reasons.
35-yard line.
Penalty with the ball going out of bounds, re-kicking the ball from the 35-yard line. Wilmington's initial line is now up to the 45-yard line.
See if it's going to be a squib here.
Again, Merritt and Jake back. And the kick is going deep again to Merritt. Merritt's going to catch it about the 23, 25, 30, 35. Hit. Baumgartner breaks free. Gets to the 43 and a flag goes down. And
so more than likely this is against Greenfield.
No, it's going to be against Wilmington for illegal block.
In the back?
Yeah.
So taking it back.
So got up to the 43, but the ball is going to move back. Let's see where they move it to. Illegal use of hands on the run back. Jeremy Andrews says, move them back, move them back.
There is a penalty against Wilmington.
Yeah, he started marking it off, but he wasn't on the left line of scrimmage yet.
Yeah, Wilmington, obviously some...
15-yard penalty.
Moves the ball back to the 33-yard line, the 32.
They're not helping their cause here.
10-yard penalty, holding from the spot of the foul.
First and 10 from their own 33. So they lost 10 yards on that play.
9:56 remaining in this first half of play. Wilmington just hanging on by a thread, 14-13. Gonna have to get some motivating.
Everybody in the backfield this time, up crunched. Oh, almost a missed handoff to Bogard. Breaks free. Hopping around, breaks free. Almost got free again.
Almost to the 50.
Made it up to about the 47, 48-yard line.
It's like we said about those broken plays.
Yeah. We talked about that earlier off the air, that a lot of times your best plays are a broken play. He turned to his left, and he wasn't there. And so then he turned completely around, handed it to Dylan, who was behind him, who took it, was hit several times going up through the line, and broke free, and still almost broke free again. First and 10 from the 48-yard line.
One out
Wilmington.
left, one out right.
Hands off again to Bogard, hit in the backfield. This time coming back, not going anywhere, probably going to lose a yard.
And we got most of the Tigers around Dylan that time.
Boy. No blocking. When the running back gets hit in the backfield, that means there's no blocking up front for him.
So after the first quarter, it's Mason 14 and Lakota West 7 out of Mason, Ohio, Atrium Stadium.
Second 11, 9:04 left in the quarter. But it looks like a pass going deep down the sidelines. Right through the hands of Eric Anderson. The ball came down. It's almost like he didn't see it. The ball, literally went right through his hands, almost like it surprised him.
Incomplete.
That ball was just thrown right over his shoulder. He had his arms out. I don't think he ever saw the ball till it hit his arm or
was past him. Third and 11.
Great play call. He was open. Ball was there. Good pass.
Third down 11.
Third down 11 from the 48-yard line of Wilmington.
It's a handoff.
Pitch out to Bogart on the right side. Grabbed in the backfield. Spins around. Gets free. Gains another 1 or 2 yards past the line of scrimmage.
This is going to be punting.
He's going to get up about the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So it's going to be fourth down and probably 8, my guess. Maybe 4th down 10, the original line of scrimmage. I was looking at where the previous line of scrimmage was.
There's a penalty on the play.
Let's see what the penalty is, who's it against. Everybody watching. He's explaining it.
Yeah, no signal.
Unsportsmanlike against Greenfield, unsportsmanlike against Wilmington, and it's going to be nothing. Dead ball foul. Offsetting penalties, so Wilmington's getting set up for the punt.
Still a 4th and 11, so Wilmington will punt the ball.
Moving to back to punt. Nice punt. Hitting the ball, bouncing, going into the end zone.
Got to be a touchback.
That was over
Wilmington punt.
50 yards from the line of scrimmage. That was a
nice punt.
Very nice punt.
Pardon?
Ball hit about the 15, I think, and then just bounced right on into the end zone. It was a low punt, so wasn't able to get anybody downfield quick enough to be able to down it.
At the 11-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 Mcclain.
Ball marked at the 11-yard line. I thought it went in the end zone, which would have put it on the 20, but they're marking on the 11-yard line.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Be a touchback.
Was there a green? Did it go out of bounds? I was going to say unless it touched a Greenfield player on the leg or something, then you go back to where he touched it. Must have went out of bounds.
Got a man way out to the right here.
Handoff up the middle, and a host of Wilmington players bringing him down. Who was it? Adams? Adams was the ball carrier for Mcclain. Gabe Adams. I couldn't see. All I saw was movement in the backfield. All right. Adams in the backfield with Pitzer. Handoff. Pitzer keeps it himself, and there's a flag coming in the backfield. I'd say this is coming back. Probably motion.
Sydney Yellow Jackets 28, Xenia Buccaneers 13. Wayne leading Miamisburg 14-0. Wayne is the #1 ranked Division I school right now in football, and they are just barely got that 14-0 lead over Miamisburg. Massey 14-7 still at the half over Trace.
I think somebody left just a little too soon.
Pick was all over West Carrollton 62-6. Blanchester still down to Goshen 7-3. Washington over Hillsborough 28-13. Waverly 50.
Greenfield's got the ball now.
Nothing.
Back on the 5-yard line. Going the wrong direction right now. 2nd and 16. Quick pass out to the left. Bunch of Wilmington players running him. He breaks free for a minute, but then runs into another host of Wilmington players.
That'll be 3rd down.
See where they're marking him.
Pass is complete. That's negative yardage.
They're marking him back close to the 3-yard line? 2-yard line?
Chillicothe 14, East Clinton nothing.
2-yard line.
Little Miami 7, Mount Healthy's got 10. The Fighting Owls over the Panthers.
Who called the timeout?
I didn't see. Timeout was called on the field.
Centerville over Springfield 14-0.
It's going to be 3rd down and 19 from your 2-yard line. A pass right here for a team that's not known to pass is dangerous at this time.
Yeah, especially this deep. Archbishop Alter 26, Dayton Carroll nothing, and Kings down to Anderson 21-7 or 21-14 at the half.
Mcclain fans, don't forget about those Mcclain basketballs, footballs, and soccer balls on sale, only $15 each at the Mcclain Athletic Boosters concession stand.
Troy over Fairborn 28-0. Milford down to Turpin 24-8. Turpin beat Massey back 2 weeks ago.
7:03 left in the 2nd quarter till halftime. Wilmington leading 14-3. Greenfield Mcclain back on the field after the timeout. Again, 3rd and 19 from the 2-yard line.
See if this is a pass.
Just a quick handoff up the middle, which gained
nothing.
Almost nothing. Looks like got back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to move him up maybe a yard. Maybe to the 4. So he may have got 2 yards.
Gabe that time? Huh?
Yeah, that was Gabe. Gabe Adams. 4th down, they're going to punt the ball. Wilmington's back, standing on their own. Standing on Greenfield's 35-yard line. Punter is standing with his feet just from the end zone into the end zone. Kicks out, nice punt. caught by Jake at the 33-yard line, running out to the right, breaks free again, getting knocked out of bounds about the 21-yard line. Nice run
Jake Vaughn on the
by Jake Vaughn.
Finally brought down by Tristan.
Excuse me, my throat's clogging up as I talk, and it's kind of hard.
It'll be 1st and 10.
Flag on the play. Let's see what happened here.
Flag on the play.
Looks like it's going to be against Wilmington again.
Wilmington's got a lot of penalties.
Illegal use of hands on the run back.
Could be first down.
Penalties against Wilmington, illegal block.
Should be 1st and 10 from
Ball will be spotted.
So Wilmington had good position.
Yeah, nice run back. And that's back to where he caught the ball. It's going to be about the 37, 38-yard line. They're marking it at the scoreboard says 37. Official saying timeout, his timeout right now. Somebody's got a shoe problem back at the from behind Greenfield's line of scrimmage.
Did you lose your shoe, Joe?
No.
Not you?
Not me. All right. Here we go. 6:13 left on the clock till halftime. Greenfield Mcclain's got the ball on their own 37-yard line.
Never kicks off. Everything's onside kicking. Go for who knows.
Oh, excuse me. Wilmington's got the ball on their 37-yard line. Hand off to hike to Evans. Whistle at the snap of the ball. A flag. Somebody must have moved.
Penalty against Wilmington.
I think one of the wide receivers jumped.
5-yard penalty would be 1st down and 15.
I think Ryan Camp possibly jumped. He was closest to the Wilmington sideline.
1st down and 15. 42-yard line.
Okay, we got Merritt and Bogart out here to the left. Camps and Phelps in the backfield. We also have Matt Smith out here wide to the left. Got 3 to wide left and 1 way up to the right. Oh, handoff to Bogart, and Phelps, he is brought down immediately. Hit in the backfield and lost yardage.
Good defense by the Tigers.
Good defense by the Tigers. Bad O-line blocking for Wilmington. We're getting hit too many times, 3-4 yards in the backfield. There's no blocking up front. Second down and 18. Lose 8 yards on that play. They just blitzed through the middle and were hitting him almost before he got the handoff. Again, hike to Evans. He's going back to pass. It looks like a long pass. Short to Phelps. Catches the ball. Wide open. And 2 flags on the field. It's going to go for a touchdown, but I think it's going to come back. There's 2 flags on the field. Let's see what they are.
Either way, it's coming back.
Wilmington,
unless it's against Mcclain.
having too many yellow flags on the field against them today. Going to bring back a great run by Phelps, although he may not have had a great run if the hold or whatever happened on the field. Let's see, there's 2 flags, so it could be 2 different things.
Still be offsetting, and they'd have to play again. Mechanicsburg over Cedarville, 51-6.
And if they're both against the same team, they're going to see which one they'd rather keep.
Wayne now up 17-0 over Miamisburg. Clinton Massey 14-7 still at the half over Miami Trace.
Okay, 1 flag's coming up, the other one's still on the ground, so let's see what they're going to end up calling here.
Penalties on you, Joe. Blue Lions over the Indians, Washington 34, Hillsborough 13.
Ineligible receiver downfield is waived. Let's see, but because they're going to call.
They're both against Wilmington, obviously.
Wilmington, yeah. 2 penalties against Wilmington. The first one was ineligible downfield. That one was waved off, and then there was a hold. It's going to take more yardage.
Chillicothe over East Clinton, 20-0. And they are in the first quarter.
Ball now is being placed at Greenfield Mcclain's 46-yard line. It's going to be about 2nd and 19.
And Wilmington definitely going the wrong way.
Wrong direction. Every time they do something good, they get a penalty that's killing them. They got to keep away from the penalties. Here comes a blitz up the middle from the back. He gets rid of the ball as he's hit. It's fluttering. And again, now there's another flag. The ball was fluttered. It was not tipped this time. It just came out of the hands bad.
Well, once again, it cannot be pass interference.
It can be. Oh, they're going to call. I don't think it was tipped. They were saying it was fluttering, but I think it just slipped out of the quarterback's hands as he threw it. But they're going to call. They're picking it up, saying it was touched.
There you go.
Tip.
That's what the color man is here for, Joe. To bring the fine details into high resolution.
I think they missed that one, though.
Oh, you think?
As he was getting hit from behind in the middle of the back, the ball slipped out of his hands. It wasn't touched. There was nobody in front of him. It was behind him. And, but anyway, it didn't go. So it's 3rd down and 19 from the 46-yard line. Again, going to hand off to Phelps up the middle. Missed tackle in the backfield. Phelps still running. Breaks free again. Gets over the 35 to the 34-yard line.
Nice run.
Where it's going to be 4th down, which I'm sure is going to be.
Wilmington will go for it, yeah.
It's going to be 4th and go.
Yeah, Wilmington will go for 4th and go. 4th and go?
4th and go. It's
4th and go.
I like that.
You like that.
I like that.
Now put that on his T-shirt and you copyright it,
4th
right?
and go.
4th and go.
It's going to be 4th down about 7 from the 35.
4 minutes, 37 seconds left in this first half of play.
4:35 left to play now.
Counting down the seconds. 14-13. Hurricane up by a slim
Wilmington calls timeout. 4:31 on the clock. Wilmington leads 14-13.
Well, this is critical. Obviously,
4th down.
Wilmington wants to put some points on the board.
And I can see him going for a pass here, but at the same time, I can see him going for a run to keep the clock moving a little bit. And if they get 6 yards, that's 6 more yards than they've got now. So it'll be interesting to see if they call a pass play or a run play here.
Is that your common core math that works there, Joe?
Yes. Did you like that?
I like that.
Halftime score, Clinton Massey 14, Miami Priest 7. Chillicothe 14, East Clinton 0.
Actually, it's 20 now.
I was going to say I'm shocked it's not more. Have they really? All right, here we go. 4th down, 7.
Back to action. This is it.
Brady Evans back, takes the snap, breaking back the pass. He's in the rush, gets away from the 50-yard line, throws the ball down. Oh! Incomplete pass. Went through Bogart's hands, almost intercepted, which would have gave them actually a loss. It would have been good for Wilmington if he did intercept it, because they're going to get the ball in better position.
Tigers take over.
So, loss of down.
Loss of down. McClain takes over. Down 4 minutes, 22 seconds left till halftime. Wilmington leading 14-13. Greenfield Mcclain has the ball on their own 35-yard line, heading left to right, north to south. Mitchell far right down here.
Might be a pass.
Handoff, a fake handoff. Pitcher keeps it, breaking free. And he's going to get a first down out of this.
Yeah, that play has worked for Greenfield time and time again.
Bad tackling from Wilmington. They just reach out, try to arm tackle him, and he's too shifty to be brought down just an arm tackle.
Shifty, is that the word?
That's it.
He's shifty. The shift is on.
The shift is on. Ball on the 48-yard line of McClain.
McClain is marching.
Under 4 minutes to go till halftime. Snap back. Pass out here to Michelle. Oh. He's being tackled as he caught the ball, but it came out of his hands for an incomplete pass.
Never really an opportunity for him to catch that
best
ball.
thing that happened to him that he dropped that ball. That would have been for a loss. So really for him and for Greenfield, that was a really blessing that he dropped that ball.
Right.
Got to run one on the way. Somebody's got to be running downfield, running away.
Clock stop, 3:48 left till halftime. 2nd down and 10
from the 48-yard.
Evans and Adams in the backfield. Mitchell's down here to the right. Pass back, back looking for a pass. Runs out to the left, breaks back. Gains about 4 yards before he's brought down. Going to be breaking just over the 50 to the 49 of Wilmington.
And you're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports.
I'm going to say 3rd and 7 is what they're going.
Coming to you live from McClain Tiger Stadium from Greenfield, Ohio. Rick Phillips and Joe Davis. Hurricane football. They'll see you, Joe.
I waved at everybody.
Oh, yeah.
3rd down, 7 to go from the 49 of Wilmington. Empty backfield except for the quarterback. He's looking to pass. Bouncing around, throws up the middle into the ground. Incomplete.
Didn't have anything.
4th down from midfield. Are they going to give it back to Wilmington? Or try and possibly give it back to Wilmington, or are they going to punt and give it back to Wilmington?
Let's see what they do. Looks like they're going to punt.
Jacob Easter on to punt the ball.
Number 13, Jacob Easter back to punt.
Easter takes the ball, punts from the 40, kicks it high in the air. It's coming down, nobody around it. Ball hits on the 20, the 20-yard line, bounces, stopped about the 16. Wilmington takes over, 2:49 left on the clock, leading 14-13.
Have not heard anything lately from AJ. Last time we had it. Oh, okay. Score 17-7. The Mason Comets are leading the Lakota West Firebirds. 17-7 Mason.
What is the teams? Is that what was expected, or?
Well, Mason has the better of the two records.
That's what I thought.
They just lost to Moeller Sunday by only 3.
Wow. Okay, Wilmington in the backfield calling. Hard snap, nobody breaks. Looking to the sideline, going back.
Got the wave going on here, Joe. You going to do it?
I think. Handoff in the backfield of Phelps, goes up the middle. Breaks free, come to the outside. Breaking free, a ride. They stayed in bounds, still running. Gets almost to midfield, gets to the 45-yard line. Great run back. I'm looking around. I do not see any yellow on the field. There is a penalty flag on the field.
Well, naturally.
I missed it. Yeah.
Naturally.
Yeah. I still don't see where it's at, but it's out there somewhere. Another penalty against Wilmington. It's right down here by the football player. Tomorrow I couldn't see it.
Wilmington is killing themselves.
Yeah, every time Wilmington has a great play, comes back. And a great run play. Somebody's using too much hands on their blocking.
10-yard penalty.
I'm sure that Scott is not happy about...
penalty from the spot of the foul, 10 yards.
These
takes the ball back to the 21-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 5. Since the penalty would not be lost at down.
Once again, Wilmington hanging on by the slimmest of margins. They lead 14-13 with about 2:35 left in this first half of play. We were delayed by rain, lightning, storm.
Actually, it's 21-yard line. Phelps and Evans in the backfield.
Pass.
Evans back to pass. Throws deep. Wide open. Merritt on the other side. Catches the ball. Takes off with his speed. Running away. Breaks free from another guy. Come back from behind. Great defense run by...
He ran him down.
He did. But Mitchell ran him down, but he had to stop for his own player who was down ahead to block for him. When he went around him, it slowed him down, and Mitchell kept running, catches up to him about the 9-yard line.
So speedy basketball players, Joe.
If it wasn't for his own player, he would have kept going, but he had to run around his own player. He stopped, then turned around, ran around his player, and then that let Mitchell run from behind and catch up with, which is a great defense, great effort by Mitchell to catch up with that play.
That's right. He didn't give up.
A lot of guys would have just stood and watched the play go on, and he's a freshman. Mitchell was a freshman.
So this is not the basketball player.
This is his kid brother.
His kid brother. He doesn't want us to call him that, though.
Well, the other one graduated.
Okay.
What do you got here?
Roughing the passer is called. Roughing the passer. They move the ball up to the 4-yard line. It's first and goal from the 4-yard line. I wondered what happened to move the ball up.
So Wilmington's in the red zone, and they're ready to score here. They need 4 yards.
Handoff to Phelps, going up the middle, hit, keeps moving, goes in for a touchdown. I still look around to make sure no yellow on the field for Wilmington, because it seems like every time you turn around, they've got yellow on the field.
I know what you mean, Joe. So the Hurricanes score. They give it a little breathing room here. But, we've got a second half of play, and we still have a minute 45 left in this first half.
Score 20-13, minute 45, and back for the PAT is Henry.
Henry to attempt the extra point.
It's good.
Splits the uprights. 21-13, Wilmington leads by 8, 1:45 left till halftime. Can Greenfield score back in this minute 45 to make it an interesting game as we go into halftime? What they don't want to happen is any kind of miscue which lets Wilmington score again in this last minute 45. Best thing for them to happen, not best thing, but, no score, just run the clock out would be better than giving something stupid back to Wilmington at this point. I look for them to probably try to keep it on the field and run, especially with Pittsburgh being able to run the way he does. And
he's been great.
I don't think there'll be anything stupid unless it's like last play of a half to try to pass the ball down the field. Let's see what happens on the kickoff. Wilmington had 2 kickoffs. Ran back against them last week.
Vandalia Butler, their special teams at Wilmington, I'm sure they worked a lot on these runbacks.
Well, kickoff for the Hurricane.
Scott Killen, I know, wasn't happy with last week's play and those 2 easy touchdowns.
Back deep from Mcclain.
And, of course, you can see that game on campusnation.com. It is on our website, along with
Kickoff.
every other Wilmington game.
See. He's going to Mitchell. Mitchell catches the ball. Runs the ball. Breaking free. Picked up and taken down just over the 25-yard line. Hit him low, picked him up, and took him down. But he broke free. Ran that ball back about 20 yards before he was brought down.
Caught, man.
Almost broke it free.
At the Tigers' 27-yard line.
These teams are playing some tough-nosed
Minute
football.
38 to go until halftime. This is good football right now.
Yes, it is.
Timeouts left. They'll stop the clock before you run it. I would have thought.
2 timeouts left for each team, it looks like.
So, depending on what happens on these first couple plays, who calls the timeouts to get the clock stopped. Hike back. Looks like he's back to pass. Throwing deep down the field. Ball's fluttering. Goes out of bounds.
Fans wanted a penalty, but
Jake was running foot. But when the receiver, which was Mitchell, turned around to catch the ball, sort of lost his footing, fell out of bounds. The ball was over his head, out of bounds. Wasn't catchable by anybody.
Was that Jake from State Farm?
Jake from State Farm.
Yeah. Okay.
But he's not wearing khakis right now.
No khakis.
No khakis. He's got his football uniform on.
Wilmington in the white
Mitchell
with the black numerals, and
that's the way it is a lot of time.
The Tigers in the purple
back in motion
with their gold trim. Beautiful.
Second down, 10. Number 4 in motion, fake handoff, keeps it up the middle, but hit. Walked down for a loss.
Wilmington smelled that one.
Yeah,
now we'll see if there's going to be a timeout.
And if who calls it, Wilmington would be calling the timeout here. I think they are.
There's your timeout. Once again,
when you hold them to a loss, 3rd down and 14.
The Lebanon Warriors.
1:19 left to go. Wilmington says, hey, we might get this ball back because if we stop them one more time, they're not going to have to punt.
Leading Beaver Creek 14-7 in the second quarter.
Wilmington could have a good run back on a punt as long as they don't get any yellow on the field.
Massey over Trace in the third quarter, 20-7.
Your upset's going right down.
I know.
The grade,
My upset is going down. Sydney over Xenia, 35-13.
Notice,
Wayne
Massey,
over Miamisburg, 17-6.
For any Massey fans listening, I did not say that upset. That was Rick Phillips.
Yeah, you have to go in there and officiate, so
Yeah.
you don't want to get anyone ticked off at you. All right, after the timeout.
1:19 on the clock.
Got a 3rd and 14.
Looks like he's setting up under center this time. Wilmington jumps. Give him back 5 yards. Yeah, he come up, get a hard count, got under center, did a hard count. Wilmington 3.
3rd and 9.
Jump. After you get a timeout, you move them team back. The yellow flag is killing Wilmington. What are they doing here? It's talking now.
Washington over Hillsborough, 35-19. That's in the third quarter.
Marking it off.
Dead ball foul, encroachment against the Hurricanes, 5-yard penalty.
Brookville over Bellbrook, 14-7. Blue Devils over the Golden
Eagles. Down
Eagles.
and 8. It says 3rd and 9. Looks like 2 yards from the sidelines, but they're saying 3rd and 9.
Got to go with the officials, Joe.
Under center to his back. Looks like he's passed on deep down the field on the left side. Overthrows again out of bounds. He's not giving his receiver a chance to come down with that ball. Defense is running stride by stride, but he's pretty tall. He can come down with that ball if he would.
4th down.
Well, it's a 4th and 9. We've got 1:13 left, so
I don't think
Wilmington's
they
going
want
to
to
get
give the
this
ball
ball.
with 1:13 left by trying it on 4th down, so they're going to have to punt the ball.
Oh, yeah. This will be a punt. And I imagine he'll kick it.
Jacob Easter's in the game, back to punt.
For the Tigers.
Jacob Easter is punting, and Jacob I went blank. Punts high. Oh, lets it go by him. Hit the ground, took off 90 mile an hour, goes back to about the 29-yard line.
All right, I'm sure the Tigers will want to make sure that Wilmington doesn't put any additional points on the board with 1:01 left in this first half.
Another penalty flag on the field, holding Greenfield. Will Wilmington take the ball with 1:01 on the clock, or will they have them punt again?
They'll probably decline it.
I would say, because you clock's on your side here.
Right. Centerville over Springfield, 14-6 at the half. Alter over Carroll, 33-0, also at the half.
Are they will they mark it off from the end of the
play?
I thought you had to take it or decline it.
Fayetteville over Williamsburg, 8-3.
What's against Wilmington? A Wilmington hold. Another yellow flag against Wilmington. Oh, Wilmington keeps shooting themselves in the foot here.
Well, I mean, at least it wasn't giving a first down to
yeah, you're right.
To Greenfield. Carlisle over Waynesville, 19-0. Troy over Fairborn, 35-0 at the half. Wilmington starting deep in their territory.
Going to go back to pass. He's back. Brady Bevins back to pass. Throws out to the right side. Bogard catches the ball for a first down. Clock stops. It's going to be about a 14-yard gain.
Was he out of bounds, or is they going to start the clock here?
I think they're going to start the clock as soon as they get set.
Yep.
55 seconds left.
As soon as the chains move, but the chains are moving slowly.
Wilmington's all set and ready. They're waiting for the chains, and they're just like taking their time. The fact the ball was snapped before the chains were down, throws it out over Bogard's head. He was being pressured in the backfield.
Yeah, they were moving the chains, and they still ran a play.
The referee marked it with his foot and told him to move, but they were just like out for a Sunday stroll moving those chains. Second down, 10, 49.4 left to go. Wilmington's may leave some time on the clock for Greenfield if they don't do something here. Back to Evan throw, looking around, coming out to this side. Now he throws deep. And he's wide open, catches the ball. Still under it. Pass spun around, still running. He's down to about the 3-yard line. Oh, my gosh.
31.7 seconds remaining.
Another one of my great track guys, Matt Smith.
Oh, get over yourself, Joe. Now you're sounding like Dave. Another one of your track guys.
Matt Smith caught that ball, turned. He was hit, spun around, did a complete spin. Finally tackled.
Most of your runners were from Kenya,
26,
right?
Clock's running, 25, 24, hike. Handoff, Phelps up the middle, touchdown. Again, what we talked earlier, the thing that Greenfield did not want to happen in that last minute and a half that they got the ball earlier.
Right, was to
get
allow
the ball,
Wilmington to score
again just before halftime. 19 seconds left on the half. Wilmington scores a touchdown. Again, running play by Phelps just off left of center. And I think it was going up center, and he broke it left a little bit. And Brady Henry in for the PAT.
In our simulcast on our other channel, Mason now leading the Firebirds of Lakota West 24-7 at the half.
No good, hit the upright. So the point
that could be critical.
The point that Wilmington gained, they just gave back.
That's right.
So it's now 2 touchdown lead, 27-13. It was 2 touchdowns, but with one had to be an extra 2-point conversion. Now we're back to.
No, I wouldn't read it.
He's been hitting dead center, and that time he hit the left upright and kicked out. So we'll probably see a squib kick here. 19 seconds left on the clock. Wilmington leads by 2 touchdowns. I don't look for him to kick deep and give.
No, they're not going to give him any opportunity to run it back.
Especially Tristan Pitzer, the way he can run. I don't think they're going to give him or Dalton Mitchell, both of them are very good runners, a chance to run this ball back.
We still have to punt it if we hold it up. Just about how much time is left. What's been left?
Squib kick bounces over. Gabe head picked up by Mitchell, ran, got to about the 26-yard line. 16.3 seconds left on the clock.
Can't believe him come up left in there. He ain't even caught it.
Just a reminder, because of the rain delay, we're only going to have a 10-minute half, but we will still have Pat Stevens, the AD here at Greenfield. He will be on to talk with Joe about Mcclain's athletic program.
Ball placed on the 25-yard line of Mcclain. I'm thinking they may take a knee here, but let's just see what happens. Going to hand off. Gabe Adams, the ball carrier, gets around the left side, gains about 5 yards, I think. Gets
That'll
about
be it.
To 30, and the clock is running down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and halftime.
Remember, fans, the halftime is just 10 minutes. 10 minutes for halftime.
Yeah, I was thinking, they might take a knee, but with their backfield able to run the ball through, that could be a good run back. But you don't want to see the ball pop out and Wilmington pick it up and run it back at that point in time. Whoops. Here's Mr. Pat Stevens. Pat, how you doing?
Good.
I usually see you as a referee. Now I'm seeing you as a talk show here. Interview. Want to ask you about your school, Greenfield Mcclain, and your sports program that's set up here.
Okay.
We'll go quickly through. We'll do fall season, which we're in right now. We'll talk about your football program.
Okay.
There are any other programs that you have going on at this time, and then we'll go to winter and then spring and see how we're doing.
Okay.
So let's talk about your football program. How's it doing right now?
If you look at week to week, it seems like some weeks we take one step forward and two steps back. But we've played a lot better here in this first half. We just got to cut out some of the mistakes. And Coach Andrews is trying to rebuild with numbers, and we're playing a lot of young kids. So I think there are better days ahead for our football program. And
I see some bright spots out there. I mean, your quarterback and Mitchell, who's a freshman, I believe.
Yeah, Miskell's a freshman.
A lot of bright spots there with Miskell and
there he is, and Austin Brakefield, number 44 on defense. You call his name a lot tonight. He's a freshman also, so we're very young, and we'll continue to get better. And of course, Tristan Pitzer's an outstanding athlete, our quarterback.
Yes,
he's made some nice plays tonight, and we eliminate some of the mistakes and things like that. We're right in this game. And
what do you look forward to in the rest of your season?
The schedule doesn't really get any easier. We got Clinton Massey next week, and then we got Chillicothe coming up. And
this is a tough league with football right now. Everybody seems to be doing.
And we still got to play Trace and Courthouse yet.
And they're doing well this year.
Yep. And one of the scores I just heard, East Clinton was hanging pretty tough with Chillicothe. So you think that's one of them you can be real competitive in. So it sounds like the league as a whole though is playing really well right now. So
yeah, with East Clinton, the new coach they have over there, Yankee, is doing well with bringing up that program. I think in a few years that program's going to get better and better too. Yeah. So it's not the easy pushover that a lot of teams think about when they start.
We've got an agreement.
Greenfield is either.
We've got an agreement to keep playing East Clinton even after the league breaks up at the end of this year. We will keep East Clinton on the football schedule for at least the next 2 years in week 4.
Your size-wise, it's a good game between you two, and distance-wise, it's not that far.
Yeah, it's always a good gate. So, and our kids all get along real well, so it makes a lot of sense to keep playing.
Yeah, I coach middle school track for Wilmington, and we come over here to Greenfield. Love coming over here. It's nice facility you have here.
And you mentioned our other programs. Our volleyball team's playing really well this year. Coach Emma Gall's got an outstanding team. They're very athletic. They're really competitive, and they've won some pretty big matches so far. So she's really got that program going. We have cross country going on right now. Mr. Roble, who conducted all of our homecoming activities tonight, he's our cross country coach. He's actively recruiting kids, within the school, trying to build numbers in that program. He does a good job with those kids.
That numbers.
Yeah, and he's done a great job with that program. And then we have Jared Haynes, who's also our girls basketball coach, but he's the head girls golf coach also. He's got some really talented young ladies playing on the girls golf team. And we have boys golf. Tim Bolander, the artist responsible for the field. He is our boys golf coach. Does a tremendous job and does a lot of things to help me out. He's taking care of the officials at halftime, so I can come up and spend some time with you all, but Tim does a super job. And then boys soccer got a big win the other night over at Hillsboro. It's always good to win at Hillsboro, and John Chamlin's we're pretty young in boys soccer too, but they're getting better, and we're really young on the girls side, and Coach Sean Peterman's done a great job with that program, and he has a lot of numbers out right now, so the numbers are really good in that program. So things are going pretty well in the fall, and it's good that we're getting a lot of young kids to play, and a lot of kids a lot of playing time.
That's the key to keeping programs going.
And I think things are better days are ahead for McClain. So
how's the winter sports, basketball, girls, boys,
girls
wrestling?
Basketball? Jared Haynes, he'll do a solid job, and he's. His schedule's a little tougher than maybe it has been the last few years, but we should be solid on the girls' side. The boys, I look for them to be improved, and you may see the Miskell kid that you're seeing out here tonight. You may see him in varsity basketball games too, because he's a very talented young man on the basketball floor.
Yes, I understand his older brother was very good there.
Yes, his older brother was very good. His father, this
brother doesn't look like he's any less of maybe just as good or better than.
Yeah, he's a very good athlete, very very good athlete, and then we have, of course, boys and girls swimming here, which not everyone has, but Bradley George has been our boys coach since I've been here, and I've been here 17 years now. So Bradley does a great job. We got Katie Detweiler with our girls swimming. She does a great job, and Shane Paul's still our wrestling coach, and Shane has really done wonders with our wrestling program.
And we're quickly going into the spring. Is there anything we want to look ahead for there?
Our baseball team was really young last year, as was our softball team. Rich Bunner's our baseball coach, and Rich does a tremendous job. And Ed Bolander's our girls softball coach, and he played a bunch of young kids last year, so we should be solid this year.
Okay.
You're going home, aren't you?
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Pat Stevens was going to be moving on from Greenfield. He's going home, I think.
I'm going home. I get to go home to Jackson.
To the new school that you guys are going into the league with.
Yes. They've presented me with a wonderful opportunity, and my wife and I have always said that probably that's where we would retire, and maybe we've just pushed that process along, a little bit. But the people at Jackson have been outstanding to me and my family, and they've already hired me, for next year, which is kind of an odd situation. Right. But it's going to give Greenfield plenty of time too to find a replacement for me and get that person up to speed.
And I know coming from an official that I deal with you in volleyball and basketball, we're going to miss you. You're great to work with here.
Well, I appreciate that, Joe, and Greenfield's been like a second home to me. I have a lot of great friends here, and it's going to be tough to leave those guys like the Bolander brothers at Painter Field.
Yeah, some 17 years.
Yeah, you over 17 years you create some relationships and things like that, and I've got a lot of good friends that I'm going to leave behind. But I timed it the other day. We had a meeting in Jackson, and then from the front of our school to the parking lot Jackson was 51 minutes for me. So
wow.
It's not like I'm going to the other side of the earth. So, but I appreciate everything that Greenfield has afforded me, and I'm honored to have been a part of what's going on here.
Well, I'm sure they're going to miss you, and I wish you good luck in your new endeavor.
We appreciate it, and we appreciate you guys covering our kids. This is a great opportunity, and I know Charlie does help you guys out some. Charlie Hargrave, and Charlie does a great job with our.
Charlie, unfortunately, is the one that got me into this.
He's to blame. Huh?
Rick needed somebody last year at a game, and he said, "Hey, call Joe Davis up. He's got a loud voice."
Okay.
And so Rick called me up, and I said, "Okay," and here I am, still doing it.
Well, you guys do a tremendous service for our kids, and I know they enjoy going back and listening to this stuff, and I really appreciate having you guys around. Just helps promote our program.
When they listen to this, tell them I apologize for screwing up any names I screw up.
We'll just blame it on Charlie. He's not here to defend himself, so we can blame it on Charlie.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you coming up and giving us your time at halftime.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. No, I thought you were saying moving on. I wanted to make sure. You said he's moving on. Yeah, I wanted to make sure that you said something about that. Yes, I forgot about it. I'm glad you said that because I was trying to hurry it up thinking you said moving on. I kept looking at it thinking, okay, we got to wrap it up. I still talking. I want to talk to him about it. I know it's thanks, guys. Yeah, appreciate it.
All right, we are at halftime. Halftime with homecoming here for the Tigers. Wilmington kind of spoiling it right now, 27-13. We've got 2 minutes and 45 seconds left in this very shortened halftime because of our rain delay from earlier, our lightning delay from earlier this evening. But that was a great interview that we did with Pat there, and we certainly wish him all the luck in his new position going home to Jackson. And of course, we were aware that Charlie tipped us off. We wanted to make sure everybody knew that. And of course, we've worked with him. He's always been very helpful to us and very inviting, as well as all the Greenfield people here. We really enjoy doing our activities from here. We look forward to basketball season when the Hurricane will be coming in, because we'll also do some other basketball games with Greenfield besides just Hurricane basketball. We like coming to Greenfield, and we're going to continue to come to Greenfield. Might even try to do some of those as a secondary game, maybe Greenfield playing East Clinton. Yeah, so that would be something good to keep in mind. But anyway, and Charlie retires after this year.
Charlie's retiring.
Yeah. Charlie's going to come work for us full time, I think. Maybe we get this new program going.
Charlie's standing down on the field watching his band perform at halftime.
Yeah, well, since it's shortened, he obviously, unless he comes up now, Charlie may come up and maybe help do some color with you, as long as he can get a word in edgewise. I have to fit him in as carefully as possible. But in our simulcast game, We're almost caught up with each other, apparently. Mason is leading the Lakota West Firebirds 24-7 at halftime, and so halftimes are about in sync. So after the delays for them and the delays for us, we are about together. Now, of course, we were supposed to start a half an hour after because we start at 7:30 as far as kickoff, where the GMC, they kick off at 7 like the G-Walk, but with all the delays and everything, we're all sort of synced up now. So anyway, for those of you that are along the network, we were unable to bring you the Beaver Creek and Lebanon game, and I'm going to try to get in here and see if I can pull up the score. Beaver Creek was behind 14-7 at the halftime, I believe, in Lebanon. We'll see if we can find that. We do have a link on our page. Lebanon is leading Beaver Creek 14-2. Still in the second quarter from what it says here. We have a link on our Campus Nation webpage, and that brings you a live stream audio and video of the Beaver Creek game from Channel 6, the cable system in Lebanon, Ohio.
Ladies and gentlemen, the pride of Highland County, your Mcclain Marching Tigers and Tigerettes. As always, thanks for watching, and go Tigers!
Goodness gracious. Question.
Players are on the field getting ready to have start halftime or second half. Wilmington's on the south side of the field to our right, kicking to the north side of the field to our left.
Yeah, Wilmington received first, so they are kicking off here at the half.
Again, Pitzer and
another squib.
Wrestler back picked up. Number 22 for Miskell runs the ball back.
Dalton Miskell, the ball carrier.
To the 35. I'm trying to watch the referee where he's going to put the ball down. Just right on the 35, I think. Let's see where they're marking. No, they're going to mark it back further. 30.
First and 10 Tigers.
32.
32-yard line.
Get your binoculars out, Joe.
Well, I'm watching this referee. He's standing on the 35 marking, and then he throws it to the other official.
No, don't be critical of the officials, Joe. You got to be nice to them.
All right, Evans in the backfield. Pitzer in the backfield, being rushed, turned around, runs the wrong right tackle, gets about 6 yards.
Nice run.
Maybe 7. Let's see where it
Takes it out to the 39-yard line, 7-yard gain.
You're right, 7 yards.
Second
Eagle eyes.
Eagle Eye Joe. 39-yard line, second down, 3.
I thought it was Cotton Eye Joe.
Oh.
Isn't that it?
That's my cousin.
That's your cousin. Oh, okay.
Pitzer in the backfield, dangerous runner. Adams in the backfield with him. Hands off. Number 4, Gabe Adams breaks a tackle, gets over the first down.
Got a first down.
Had him for about a 1-yard gain. Broke that tackle, then gets
about 4 yards. First down.
Aim 4, needed 3.
Ball spotted at the Mcclain 44-yard line.
So that's going to be the 44-yard line, first and 10. 11 minutes left in the third quarter.
Massey over Trace, 21-7 in the third quarter.
Miskell coming down the far right this side. Pitzer in the backfield with Adams. Takes the ball running this way, cuts it up the middle, hit. Brought down, looks like about the original line of scrimmage. May have gained a half yard to a yard.
Goshen Warriors over the Blanchester Wildcats, 14-3 in the third quarter.
Ball in the 45. Second down and 9. 10:28 left. 13-27 Wilmington leads. Second and 9. Pitzer and Adams in the backfield. Miskell down here far right. Miskell in motion. Takes a handoff. Pitzer keeps it. Gains about 2 to 3 yards. Gets to close to the 49-yard line.
Not quite working for him in the second half like it did in the first.
These kind of runs, I tell you what, they'll do this, and all of a sudden he'll break one. So they're marking it just about the football length over the 48. Third down and about 6.
Hillsborough coming back on Washington. The Blue Lions are leading the Indians now 35-27 in the fourth quarter. 35-27 within striking distance.
Here we go. Snap back. Takes a handoff again. Grabbed in the backfield. Pulled down for a loss. Going to be about a 2-yard loss. They're keying on Pitzer right now. And the key for Wilmington is not letting him break the tackles. That's where he's dangerous. If he breaks that first tackle, he can get out in the...
Chillicothe leading East Clinton 30-0. 30-0.
Easter back to punt for Mcclain.
Got a pass.
Pass throws. Fake. Catches the ball for a first down. Brought down to the 39-yard line of Wilmington. Faked him out.
Nice little trick play there.
First down, Tiger.
Maybe that'll inspire them. Caught Wilmington flat-footed there.
That did. Wilmington back and wasn't ready. He was wide open when he caught the ball. Nobody around him. So now they got the ball first down on the 39-yard line. 8:36 to go. Keeps it up the middle. Pitzer takes the ball, runs straight up the middle off the left tackle a little bit. Going to gain about 4 yards.
3 yards, second down and 7.
No, they say second 7.
Springfield, they're down to the Centerville Elks 14-6 at the half. Alter over Carroll 33-0. Williamsburg down to Fayetteville 14-11. That's close game.
Pitcher's a dangerous runner. When he takes off of the ball, he's broke free twice now already.
Oh yeah.
Pitzer and Adams in the backfield.
Cloud of dust and thunder and all that.
Right, throwing to Miskell. Almost intercepted. Threw in front of the receiver and right to a Wilmington player, but went in and out of his hands. Miskell staying down on the field here for a minute, getting up slowly. Earlier he was holding his shoulder. I don't know if he bothered to hit that shoulder again driving for the ball. Told the coach, I'm okay, I'm going to stay in the game, but they're bringing him out.
Fairmont and Springboro 0-0 in the second quarter.
Miskell's coming out for a minute. Trainer going over to check him out, but he's saying I'm okay.
And Sycamore over the Hamilton Big Blue 27-7. The Aviators are flying in the third quarter.
Schlup in for Miskell. Pitcher keeps the ball, runs it around to the right side, running toward grab, pulled out of bounds. And going to say first down. Let's see where they mark it. Yep, first down.
Has there been a penalty in the second half?
Bite your tongue.
I
we
know.
had too many of those in the first half.
I know. Maybe I don't want to, jinx anybody.
At the Wilmington 28-yard line.
I'd like to know how many penalties Wilmington had and for how much yards the first half.
A ton.
All right, first down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Greenfield's marching toward the goal. 7:15 to go. Handoff up the middle, and here comes a yellow flag. Way to go, Rick.
I'm sorry. What can I say? But a reminder, tomorrow we have got Fighting Quaker football. Tomorrow at 6:30 with our airtime, 7 o'clock with the kickoff.
Holding Mcclain.
Well, at least it was
now
against
this time,
Mcclain, right?
McLean's biting themselves.
Right. The Fighting Quakers are hosting the Otterbein Cardinals. That'll be tomorrow at 6:30. Yours truly, Rick Phillips and Joe Davis. And Shania, I think, will be in to do our camera work tomorrow.
First down and 19.
First down 19. Pitcher back, takes a snap, fakes the handoff again, takes up the middle, breaking free, getting by, getting caught about the 18-yard line.
First down.
Going to be right at the marker, and it gives him the first down.
Right.
First down.
Good run. Good run.
You almost know 80% of the time who's going to be running the ball, and he still gets free and runs right through people.
Mason over Lakota West at the half, 28-7. Well, I think they've broke rank, and they're playing again.
First down and 10 from the 18. Oh, they're saying the 17. Excuse me on the thing.
Fenwick and Chaminade Julian tied 3-3.
Adams in motion, fakes a handoff, keeps it again up the middle, but this time he's caught for about maybe a half-yard gain.
Pitching the ball carrier.
Second down, they're going to mark it. He actually says he's lost about two feet on the play, so it's going to be 2nd and 11, they're saying.
2nd down 11.
Ball about the 18. Takes the ball, goes back for a pass, looking around, throws deep toward the end zone.
Oh, nice catch.
Touch. I think that was Miskell catching that ball.
Nice catch.
No, Miskell did not catch it. Who caught that ball? 11. Tyrese Ford.
Pass complete to Darius White with a touchdown.
Darius White.
Darius White with that touch. Nice pass. Great reception.
Darius White, tight end, caught the ball midfield, or mid end zone, and wide open, brought it down. Nice. He was tall. He went up and forward, brought it in.
Going for the point after here.
This can bring him within one touchdown. 7 points.
Right. That extra point missed by Wilmington.
High snap, gets down, high kick, off left again. Miss. That's 2 extra point misses for. I tell you where the one for Wilmington now comes in, because that would make it a 9-point game with his 2 misses, but the Wilmington miss lets them. They could go in for 2 points and still tie the game up.
That's true.
Where it would, an 8-point win would only give them to still lose by 1. So that still missed by Wilmington is big.
So it's 27-19 with 5:45 remaining in this third quarter of play. Tigers not giving up by any stretch of the imagination. No. They're back within striking distance.
You and I would look out for right now with
onside kick.
Onside kick.
That's right. Well, they've already tried a little trick play to keep that drive alive, and it resulted in a touchdown. So don't be surprised if they think they might be able to catch the Hurricane off balance again.
Jeremy Andrews wants this game bad.
Oh yeah.
19-27, Wilmington leads, 5:45 left to go in the third quarter.
All right, let's see if your premonition is correct.
Jake Vaughn and Merritt back for the kickoff. Well, they're all around each other, sort of swaying back and forth. You never know what's going to happen with their kickoff. And it's kicked high, kicked deep. Jake Vaughn catches the ball to 20, takes 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, brought down just shy of the 50, about the 49.5 yard line. And we have a player down for Greenfield, number 44 down on the field.
He's out.
Austin Brakefield. And he pops up and he's coming off the field, but he's sort of holding his shoulder.
They're going over to look at him.
About the Hurricane 49-yard line.
Yeah, he's hurting.
Jake Vaughn is a sophomore, and he's looked good a couple times. He's a backup quarterback. He runs back kickoffs and punts.
He's very
a wide
versatile.
receiver. He's a wide receiver.
Very versatile.
Very versatile. Very athletic.
Like me.
His mom was a Luck, and the Lucks were very athletic, and Sabina, basketball players mostly, but
the Garden of Eden.
They were all women.
They were all women.
All the Luck women.
Oh, okay.
His grandfather.
Obviously, all the Luck women would be women. Good, Joe.
Throwing down to Marty Bogard. There we go again. I did it for the first time. Throw it down to Dylan Bogard.
And Marty missed it.
And Marty missed it. See, if they had thrown to Dylan, it would have caught it.
That's right.
Way to go, Marty. Dropped the ball.
Second down and 10.
Well, Marty handles his barbecue a lot better than he does his football, right?
It wouldn't be a game if I did put Marty in the game somewhere.
And of course, once again, our game being brought to you by Bogard's Memphis-style Southern Barbecue.
Ball up the middle, keeps going, pushes, looks like about 5 yards.
Now, I wonder if your grandson is going to call you tonight and say that you didn't mispronounce a bunch of stuff tonight.
Well, he didn't say it. He said his mom
his mom said it, but he was just relaying that to you.
Looks like we got a cramp. The Greenfield player down, but they're pulling his leg back as he's got up, sort of grabbing his calf, so I think he's getting a little bit of a cramp out there.
Right.
So players walking over toward the sidelines to talk over things as
in the third quarter.
Players up.
Just as trainer gets out there, he pops up and comes off the field.
Final, St. Trace 36, Unioto.
Unless somebody called timeout, I'm surprised they haven't blown the whistle and told him to get back on the field.
We got conferences on both sidelines. Maybe it's a TV timeout, Joe.
Maybe. Well, you're the one with the camera.
I mean, we already ran the ad for Marty, so.
Right. 4 starters out right now.
Don't we contribute 4 start? Well, don't we give like $100 every time Marty scores a touchdown? Isn't that it?
That's. All right, players running back on the field. Wilmington's already on the field, ready to hike a 3rd down and 5. Dylan Bogard is down here far to the left.
I'm glad he's back.
Evans
in the game.
and Adams in the backfield. Handoff. Phelps takes the ball up the middle. Gets the 1st down and some more. Gets across the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Yardage for the 1st down.
Phelps has been a workhorse for Wilmington today. He's getting a lot of yardage, keeps those legs moving.
39-yard line.
They did feed us here. We had a delicious roast beef sandwich.
Yes, they did. Nice roast beef sandwich.
Yeah.
I want to thank the Greenfield people for giving us the roast beef sandwich.
Always great hosts.
And 1st down, 10 from the 39 of Greenfield. Fakes, handoff, goes back to pass, looking, takes off again to the right, offside, getting just past the yellow line of scrimmage and gains. Let's see where they're going to mark him out of bounds. Referee going back, looks like it's going to be really right at the line of scrimmage.
Evans, the ball carrier.
They're going to move him back to the 40. He was on the 39, so they're going to say 2nd and 11. He went back to pass, didn't see anybody open, was getting rushed as he ran to the right. And instead of throwing the ball away, just tried to make something of the play, lost about a yard. Dylan Bogard out here to the left, out wide. We got movement, offsides, Greenfield. Somebody went over the line and back as he was getting in position.
A little encroachment there.
It's going to be 2nd and 6.
Dead ball foul, encroachment against McClain.
Well, the yellow flags hurt Wilmington in the first half. They're hurting Greenfield in the second half. Okay, Wilmington, 2nd and 6 from the 36. Hands off to Phelps. Going up the middle, breaks free over the right side. 10, 5. He slid down. Yes, they're going to give him a touchdown. I couldn't tell if his knee hit the ball before he got the goal line, but the referee said touchdown.
Now what are they doing here? Timeout?
Touchdown. I don't know if maybe when he went down, maybe he got hurt or something. They're all around the, can't tell who they're around over on the sideline, but he's the one that went down right at the goal line.
Well, that's what it looked like.
The trainers around, and they've got, I'm guessing it's Phelps, and I think it is. Can't see his number from here. But I think I just saw number 3. So looks like maybe his ankle or something gave out just as he got to the goal line because he went down. Got 2 trainers. He's got his arms over. Now he's walking by himself.
Here's the point after.
Henry back for the extra point. Down, up, splits the uprights again. Wilmington takes the lead, 34-19, 4:27 left in the third quarter. Did you say something? Four starters are out for McClain. I'm not sure if it's injury. It looks like it's injuries, so that's hurting McClain right now as we go into this late in the game. It's 4 minutes left to go in the third quarter. But 4 starters for McClain's defense are on the bench with some sort of injury. And when you're a small team to begin with, you lose 4 starters. That does not help.
That's tough.
The pot number, it's a red ticket. 837 4080 837.
So Wilmington leads 34-19 with 4:27 remaining in this third quarter of play. Of course, remember we had that lightning delay and a short halftime of 10 minutes where we talked to Pat, and we are in the third quarter winding down, going into the final quarter play. If you're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal.
Rory Bell, kick off Wilmington, kicks a squib kick, hits a ball's loose, hit a Greenfield player, squibbed around, went from Greenfield back to Wilmington, back across the 50. Let's see who came up with it. I think Greenfield's
got the ball.
But he kicked a hard line drive, hit a Greenfield player, at ricochet back to Wilmington, hit a Wilmington player, then rolled back toward Greenfield over the 50, and Greenfield gets the ball at the 48-yard line, just shy of the 50.
And just a reminder, our HD video on demand will be available tomorrow on the CampusNation.com website. The video from the Mason Lakota West game will be available Sunday on our website.
That's the thing that makes a squib kick dangerous. If you kick it hard and at a player, that quick, it's hard to field it. Greenfield's set up for the offensive play, handoff, fake handoff to Pitzer. Pitzer keeps it, gets back to the line of scrimmage, and no further. They're going to mark him, I think, right at the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a yard. One facial marked on this side, no gain. The official on the other side gave him a yard. 2nd and 9.
As they break the huddle. One to the left, one to the right. It'll be a pass.
Pass, but Pitzer to the backfield, breaks him free, breaks loose, running back this side, looking to pass, throws deep. Oh! Just short.
Had the man
wide open. He had broke behind everybody.
Now Wilmington didn't pay attention. He was behind him.
He was behind everybody, and the quarterback, as they threw off his back foot, just 3 yards shy. As the fielder tried to scoop it up, couldn't get to it. If he'd have caught that ball in the air, that was touchdown.
He was gone, yeah. A cloud of dust.
3rd and 9. 3:35 left in the third quarter. 335. That's my lucky number. As my dad's license plate for like 60 years.
335?
335.
Your lucky number?
My lucky number. I've played the lottery and never hit, but it's my lucky number.
Yeah, okay.
3rd and 9. Pitcher's got the ball. Throws deep to this side of the field. Driscoll catches it at the 40. Pushed out of bounds. They put him about a step over the 40-yard line.
First down, Tigers.
So Miskell with the first down catch.
Miskell's been between Pitzer and Miskell. That's been the 2 guys to look out for here. Miskell cramping up again. That's it. He comes out, makes a great play, comes back, cramps, and then goes back out. He's off on the sidelines now, cramping.
We usually have to stretch you a couple times during the game, don't we,
Joe? Yes, usually. Reese loop down right. Eric Anderson up, coming to this side, keeps the ball, steps out of bounds about the 38-yard line, 37, 38-yard line. Pitzer kept it himself, ran outside.
Ran out of bounds.
Lebanon leading Beaver Creek 21-14 in the fourth quarter.
Brett Bell.
38-yard line. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 7, they're saying.
Wilmington, 38-yard line.
Second and 8.
Tigers have one out to the left and one out to the right.
One runner in the backfield. Makes the handoff, keeps it himself. As he was doing the handoff, the runner was being tackled, and so he kept it himself and kept going. Runner was Tanner Tite, been in the backfield.
Massey
goes back on the field.
Massey over Trace 24-14, and they are in the fourth quarter. So it's Clinton Massey 24, Miami Trace Panthers 14.
Way to call that game there, Whip.
24-14 in the fourth.
Go Falcons. All righty.
They won't want you to come back to Trace anymore, Joe.
Pitcher takes the ball immediately, runs up the middle, runs over left a little bit. Right left guard and got the first down.
That's why we never got into the real press box. They always put us in the visitors' press box because of you.
That's because of me.
Mason leading Lakota West 31-7 with 4:08 left in their third. So we are
down in 10.
We're just minutes apart with these two games now.
Fakes the handoff, goes back to pass, being hit.
Oh.
And the throw down the middle was short. And Kyler Reed blitzed up the middle, was hitting the quarterback as he threw. He made him throw short. Now we're going to have second down, 10 from the 28-yard line.
So it looks like Mason pretty much has the game in hand, 31-7 there in at Atrium Stadium in Mason, Ohio.
Wilmington still leading by 15, 34-19. 2:05 left in the...
But the Tigers are driving.
Oh, bobbled the ball in the backfield, but keeps it.
Once again, one of those broken
plays.
Very dangerous.
27, Tanner Tite from the backfield has a handoff. Bobbled up, grabbed it again, kept going. He's a short runner in that backfield. It's hard to pick up. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Nowhere in 4-down territory here.
Oh, yeah. Especially with only 1 quarter left in this game.
Right, 1:36 and counting. Massey breaks out. Tanner Tite still in the backfield with Pitzer.
Oh, Wilmington encroachment.
Jumped again.
That's a first down.
Preston Kessler mad at himself. He jumped.
First down, Tigers.
And the roar goes up from the...
This game could be not close, but Wilmington just keeps shooting themselves in the foot with penalties and jumping off sides, and I tell you, making an interesting ball game. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Pitcher keeps the ball, runs off right tackle, hit immediately, gains a little bit, gains about 3 yards, I think. Game from the 18 down to right at, marking it right at the 15.
And of course, this is homecoming for the Tigers, so there's a little bit more incentive to try to win this game.
You want to win.
Not that you'd want to, lose any game, but obviously you get motivated a lot more when it's homecoming. Got to keep your girlfriend happy.
Right. As she asked after the game, who won?
You kill me, Joe.
Tanner Tite got the ball up the middle, hit, immediately brought down. Going to get about a yard gain, I think. Looks like bound about the 14. Yeah, that was 14 a while ago that was out here wide. Yeah, he's down here. He's out. He's your main running back. That's why Tanner's in. So I don't know what if he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt.
I mean, I didn't know why he's hurt. You know what I'm saying? He's hurt, but why? What?
He was favoring his leg.
Leg? Okay. Greenfield Mcclain's number 1 running back, who's Gabe Adams, has been on the sidelines with Tanner Titeman in the game. Not sure of his injuries, but he's sitting down on the bench. Third quarter comes to an end. Fourth quarter getting ready to start.
That's right, 12 minutes to go.
19-34 is the score. Wilmington leading. 1 quarter, 12 minutes to go in the game. Can Wilmington keep Greenfield out of the end zone? Can Greenfield score and make it a close game? The tension is building.
The tension is building. I can feel it. You're listening to CampusNation.com, the sports animal, your home for high school and college sports. Tomorrow night, we have Fightin' Quaker football. We will be live from Townsend Field. That game will start at 6:30 with our pregame and kick off at 7 o'clock. And we will have all the action as the Otterbein Cardinals come in to play the Fightin' Quakers of Wilmington College.
Miskell going in far way out to the right by himself. Tanner Tite and Pitzer in the backfield. Eric Anderson down far left this side. Pitzer keeps the ball, runs off right tackle, hit at the line of scrimmage.
Not much.
May have gained a few yards. No, may have lost a yard. Going to be 4th down and 7, 8.
Obviously, we're in that territory.
Oh, it's 4th down territory, definitely.
Down an 8.
That's more. They're saying 8, but that's more than 2 yards there. It looks like more than 4th down and 6, 4th down and 7.
All right, here it is, 4th down. It's an important down for the Tigers.
Oh, Wilmington jumps offside. It's going to make a...
Wilmington was drawn offside.
Oh, there they are. They are drawn this time.
Yep, it was 11 that time.
Yep. I thought I saw them jump, but
Foul. The legal procedure.
That's going to be...
That's a 5-yard penalty.
It's going to be 4th and 13.
All right, they just put themselves back another 5 yards.
I agree. Oh, gosh. The yard marker over there is giving us a funny here.
Going to be a pass.
He's being brushed in the backfield. Pitcher takes off, throws toward the end zone. Ball hits way in the middle of everybody.
Going to be a turnover on downs.
Wilmington's going to get the ball.
And you can expect running the ball from here on out for Wilmington.
I don't see Wilmington passing too much unless it's a controlled pass for just to keep the clock moving, but most of it will probably be
Wilmington will attempt to salt this game away with running. Been a hard-fought game on both sides.
Ball's on the 20-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, maybe just about a football shy of the 20.
20-yard line.
Wilmington coming on the field. 11 minutes, 9 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter, leading 34-19. Wanting to at least take a drive down the field, eat a lot of clock up here is what their goal is here at least. See what happens, see if Greenfield can force them to give up the ball. Pass! This was a shocker, throwing down the field. He catches the ball! Bergeron catches the ball! 2 defenders on him. They fall down. He catches, runs it in for a touchdown.
Well, like I said, it was going to be all running from there on out. So.
Maxie was going to get upset. It's going to be all running. And as you said earlier, there was no yellow flags on the second half, and then we got one.
So much for my color analysis there.
40-19. As we were saying, Wilmington's going to run the ball down the field and kill a lot of clock. They score quickly. Well, that caught everybody by surprise.
Yeah, even us.
2 guys on him. I didn't think it was going to even be caught in the first place.
Dylan Bogard, not Marty Bogard.
I said Dylan.
Okay.
I said Dylan.
All right. Point after. It's good.
Point extra is good. 41-19, 10:55 left to go in the game. I said Bogard and then say Dylan so that I'm covering myself.
Yeah, okay.
It's all that Memphis-style barbecue that he eats at home.
Slows him down, huh?
That gives Dylan his speed.
Well, Marty gets slowed down.
Marty eats too much.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Marty's pretty trim. So Mason is up 38-7 with 3:21 left in the third. And here we've got 41-19 Wilmington over the Tigers. 10:55 left in this last quarter of play.
Tight back with Pitzer. Tanner Tight, I said Tanner Tight back with Tristan Pitzer for the kickoff. I'm going to kick this squib kick last time. Then another squib kick. Bounce again over a guy. Bounces again. Finally falls on the ball, still moving. Finally. Looks like Gabe Adams was back in the game. I thought. Like it was Gabe Adams the one that fell on that ball? Was that Gabe Adams?
Oh, 8. The last score. I'm sorry. I think it's the 08.
I thought I saw number 4, and I don't see him setting over here.
Yeah, number 4 is in the game.
4 is in the game. He was out for a while for Tanner, but now he's back in the game.
Eagle-Eye Joe again. Not to be confused with, what is your brother or your cousin?
Cotton
Eye Joe. I hear he can dance.
He can dance. Pitcher alone in the backfield. Everybody wide.
Going to have to go to some passes here.
Up. There's a movement. When you go to doing something you're not normally doing, that's when you start making mistakes.
Right.
They're not a passing team. Put everybody out wide. 2 guys wide this side. Adams was in motion and
going to send the Tigers back.
It's going to be 1st and 15 from about the 20. Nose of the ball touching the white of the 20.
Fans imploring the Tigers to hang
Pitcher
in there.
alone in the backfield with 3 guys wide, 2 guys the other side, and throws it. Ball's hit, pipped up in the air, and goes to the ground. That was dangerous because that got hit up and it was hung for a few seconds before it came down. Spinning. It's going to be 2nd and 15. What makes this dangerous because when Greenfield passes and is good, that's when they're not expecting it. Now they know you're passing. It makes it a little more dangerous.
Right.
Wilmington's been blitzing in.
Once again, no one in the backfield. Obviously passing.
Coming back, looking this side, throwing to Adams. Catches in the backfield, hit immediately and brought down about the 19. So it's going to lose some yardage on this play. Actually going back to about the 18-yard line. Third down, 8. So about 17 on the 18. Again, alone in the backfield. Adams wide this side, and Greenfield calls timeout. 10-10 left in the fourth quarter. Wilmington is leading 41-19. Third down. Ball on the 18-yard line, 17 to go for a first down. As we break for a timeout.
I think I'll take a seat. Time to take a pill, Joe?
I hope not. This is my nitro. I don't want to take that.
Don't want to take that. But be careful how you handle it. I wouldn't want it to blow up in your hand.
Yeah, I don't want it to blow up.
All right, back to action.
Back to action. Back on the field. 10-10 to go in the fourth quarter. 1941. Wilmington leading. 17 yards to go. Ball in 18. Hike. Pitcher back. Throws back this side. Throws it into the ground. I think it's an incomplete pass.
Looked like it.
Trying to throw for Owen O'Connor. Ball hit the ground.
Intended for Owen O'Connor.
If he caught the ball, he might have gained some yardage there. But
he was.
Again, just throws it into the ground. Now it's going to be fourth down. I know you're down by a bunch, but you can't. I don't think you can go for it here. He's going to punt. You like to have it at least up where they can try to go for it, but you can't give Wilmington the ball here.
Now, unless they try a trick.
It's 4th and 17.
Nope.
Going for the punt, kicks it. Jake catches it. Jake Vaughn catches it at the 50. Runs back to the 45. Runs up to the 40. Brought down. Nice 10-yard return by Jake Vaughn.
Jake Vaughn on the return. Tackle by Owen O'Connor.
Not to be confused with Jake from State Farm.
That's right. Jake from State Farm.
40-yard line.
Wearing his khakis.
And sounds hideous. Wilmington has the ball. Ball just touching the 40-yard line of Greenfield. First down. 9:52 on the clock, leading 41-19.
Beaver Creek has come back to tie up the Lebanon Warriors. Beaver Creek 21, Lebanon 21 in the fourth quarter.
I predicted Beaver Creek to win that game, by the way.
Oh, did you? Goshen over Blanchester, 37-9. Massey over Miami Trace, 24-14.
Wilmington has spread 3 guys right. Phelps in the backfield. Hands off to Phelps up the middle. He's hit after about a 3 to 4 yard gain.
Phelps the ball carrier. Tackled by Dante McMurray.
Sydney over Xenia, 42-25. Wayne over Miamisburg, 31-12.
Gain 3 yards.
Medina beats Westfall, 38-32.
Also from McClain, 37.
Wilmington will probably take as much time off this clock as they can before they hike the ball.
Pickwall over West Carrollton, 63-6.
In motion.
That's a final.
Hands off to Jake. Vaughn in motion. Right around to the right side. Caught by the back. Throw. Keeps on running. Knocked out of bounds. Nice first down carry for Jake Vaughn. Jake's having himself a very good game.
He is. We've mentioned him a lot. Centerville Elks, 17. Springfield Wildcats in the fourth, 6. Washington over Hillsborough, 35-33. So Hillsborough is within 2 points of the Blue Lions. Oh, that's a final. 35-33 final.
Oh, wow.
That was a neat game there.
Handoff to Wilmington, number 32 for Wilmington, Kyler Treff. Tony Merritt, I'm sorry. Tony Merritt speeding around the left side.
Brookville over Bellbrook.
Got another first down.
14-7. The Blue Devils over the Golden Eagles. Chillicothe 38-0.
Tony caught me by surprise.
Over East Clinton. Who caught you by surprise?
Tony Merritt. He was a wide receiver, and all of a sudden they're handing off to him in the backfield. I wasn't expecting that.
They fooled you.
They fooled me. And they're now finally moving the chains. First down on looks like the 10-yard line, so it's going to be first and goal, looks like. Head up the middle, number 24 for Wilmington.
Smells a touchdown.
Franz Cherika.
Franz Cherika in for the Wilmington touchdown.
TD for Franz. Nice run for Franz. That first run of the game, I think, for him.
Yeah, I haven't heard his name in the lineup. He might be next string.
Yeah, I think it's it. He's putting his younger players in the game, getting him some playing time now. He's actually a junior, getting him some Henry back to kick the extra point. Ball's up. Good. 48-19, 8:31 left in the game.
Last call on that split the puck number 837-4080. 837-4080 on a red ticket. Yeah, right.
It's among everybody in the press box, right?
Yes.
Well, Washington Courthouse 35, Hillsborough 33.
Yeah, that was a great game. 35-33.
Remember, we're on the air and can tell, so.
Was Trace a final too?
Was Trace's?
No, I don't think it's final yet.
Huh?
I don't think it's final yet.
That's not a final.
Again, Wilmington leading 48-19, 8:31 left in the game. Wilmington back to kickoff. Rory Bell kicks off for Wilmington.
Rory Bell kicking off for Wilmington.
Again, squib kick, bounces up, bounces down, and Greenfield grabs it this time on the way down and covers it up at about the 37-yard line. 36-yard line, looks like we're going to mark it.
36-32.
Okay, we got a final Massey over Trace, 24-14, and that is a final. 24-14, Massey over Trace, and so much for my premonition, right? My astute.
All right, here we go. Handoff in the backfield to Adams. Hit. Gets a nice breaks through. Gets hit about 3-yard gain.
Gabe Adams, ball carrier.
Gabe Adams, number 4, was out earlier with looked like a leg injury, but back in the game.
Gabe 3, second down and 7.
London over Madison Plains, 27-20. That is a final. And Springfield
Adams in the backfield with the with Pitzer.
Just trailing the Centerville Elks, 17-12.
Trip back the middle, but
Pitzer keeps the ball.
Again, gains about 2 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Lost about a yard on the play. 3rd down and 8.
3rd down and 8. They didn't mark it back yet. It was a low snap he picked up, and didn't look like he lost his footing as he tried to take off and didn't really get anything on at that time. 3rd down and 8. Adams in the backfield with him, goes up to block, going back to pass. Throws it deep down the field. Nobody here but Wilmington, and they weren't even that close.
That pass was to you, Joe.
I think it was. I think he literally just threw it away. I think he looked up, and nobody was where it was. He was getting rushed, and I think he found an empty spot of the field and
placed it
out there.
Got to be 4th and 8. So are we expecting a punt?
No, I'd say with 7:13 to go, it's not that close to goal line. They're going to go for it. He's scary enough, and with Miskell scary enough. Adams can run the ball. Oh no, they are going back to punt. I thought maybe they'd just go for it here, but no. It's okay.
Back to punt from Mcclain.
Well, it might be a trick one. See if they got any other tricks up their sleeve, huh?
And he punts. Short, spinning, hits around short of the 40, rolls over the 40, touchdown about the 36-yard line.
Well, Wilmington takes
has
over.
The ball. 7 minutes and 1 second left, leading 48-19 over Greenfield Mcclain.
Another final. Clinton Massey 24, Miami Trace 14. That's a final.
As the crowd goes wild.
Right? Yeah, everybody is all excited about a Massey win.
I thought maybe they'd be thrilled about a courthouse loss, but that didn't.
We're not even really allowed to mention Massey.
Our fans will cheer for Hillsborough.
Oh, really?
They
love courthouse. Hate Hillsborough. Who's your enemy? Who's your number one enemy?
It's called rival.
It's rival. 24 breaks free for Wilmington up the middle and takes off. Franz Cheriska taking off. He's got it in for a couple runs here. He's been doing well.
He's looking pretty good. So the rival is Hillsborough?
That's what I always thought. I always thought Greenfield's rival was Hillsborough.
Is this the winning ticket?
That's it?
Is this winning? Winning? Yeah, Hargrave sent me. Oh, you won? No, we don't know. We didn't know the numbers. They would probably know over there.
And off the backfield again to Cheriska. Oh, yellow flag coming down, so this one's probably coming back. He was grabbed, kept going, made a nice carry out of it. Yeah, usually when that flag goes there, that's holding.
He probably cheated anyway. Charlie, we know Charlie's a cheat.
Yeah, well, Charlie's supposed to come up and say hi to us.
Yeah.
What's the question?
Hargrave wants to know if these are winners. I'm going to tell you in a word. No chance. No chance.
Here, Charlie Hargrave wants to know if those are winners.
Nope.
As we said, no.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, write something on there like no chance.
First down and 20. He's about 70 off, John.
All right. His answer's on every one.
Is that lady from Loveland ever going to leave you alone?
And they snap to the backfield again.
The crazy woman that loves Hillary.
He takes off again in the middle. Francis Chair.
She just likes to debate.
Oh, does she? Well,
I'm screwing up his name terribly. Franz Cheriska.
I'm Rick Phillips, the troublemaker.
Probably runs about 20 yards, gets the first down. I tell you what, he takes off a lightning up the middle.
Embroiled in a conversation there. I might not have caught that last play, but
hand off to Franz Cheriska. I was turned around just as he was getting the handoff, and he's new, and I've got to get that name into my thing because
he might be running some more.
Yeah.
Still 21 all. Beaver Creek Beavers, Lebanon Warriors in the fourth quarter.
Let's see if they keep handing it off. They do. They feed him again, and he's running up the middle for another first down. He's probably averaging about 12 yards a carry right now.
A star is born, huh?
He's a
secret weapon.
He's a junior, so he's been around for a few years.
Well, you're a senior, and you've been around for a long time.
I'm a big senior. Well, I'll tell you what, Phelps is a senior this year, so this looks like probably he'll be the feeding back next year when Phelps graduates. And we're showing that it's going to be pretty good with him and Bogart in the backfield.
Yeah, Bogart will be a senior. That's Dylan, not Marty.
And friends going around the outside,
jumping to the outside and gets the
jumps the tackler and went in for another. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's hard to bring down, I tell you.
Okay, the final out of Mason. In our game on our other channel, Mason, the Comets, defeat the Firebirds of Lakota West 38-7.
38-7.
It's in the books.
I called that game too.
Yeah, you called it. No, you're calling this game.
Oh. I predicted.
No.
Henry back to kick off again, or kick for the extra point again, excuse me. High snap, gets it up. Looks like it goes dead center. Extra point. 55-19. Wilmington leads. 4:55 left in the game. It's all left now but the shouting.
I would say. Well, Wilmington spoils the Tigers' homecoming. But they'll still have a dance, maybe.
Yeah. That's where the girls can console the boyfriends at the...
Console them, yeah.
Console them.
But it's the Sadie Hawkins dance where they invite the boys. I don't know if they have those anymore. Do they have Sadie Hawkins dances?
I don't even know if they knew who Sadie Hawkins is anymore, so I thought they do. They call it something else. You don't even see it in the funny papers
And
anymore.
remember, when I was in high school, I used to disc jockey. We do sock hops. They don't have sock hops anymore either, I don't think.
No.
That was only like 10 years ago.
Yeah. That's when Fairborn had about 150 people in the city limits.
Yeah, well, except that I went to Beaver Creek.
Oh, you went to Beaver Creek. Well, they only had 120 people in city limits.
Yeah.
Squib kick up the middle, hit pretty hard, going down, picked up at about the 20-yard line. Number 22, that's Miskell, catches the ball, gets over to the 30, gets about to the 31. Yeah, we're going to get him to the 32-yard line.
All spotted at the 32-yard line.
.410 left to go, clock moving. Under center this time, not back in the shotgun. Takes the snap, goes back, hands off, ball loose. I think Wilmington got the ball. They do. It's looks like number 31 for Wilmington.
Is that the first turnover?
Garrett Hickey. I think that's the first
turnover of the game.
Garrett Hickey. Another one of my
predictions.
Track player.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He was my shot put guy.
Well, that's why he's got those good hands.
That's it. Sophomore. Running back, defensive back made a great pickup on that. Wilmington gets the ball. 3:59 left in the game. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Once again, I think Wilmington will keep it on the ground.
That's what you said a while ago when they threw the bomb.
Well, they're not going to throw any ball, not leading 55-19.
No, I see a lot of bright white jerseys coming on the field.
Yeah, these are new jerseys that have not been soiled.
Let's see who's in the backfield. Number 9. Mason McIntosh. Hands off to number 24, Franz Cherishka.
The ball carrier gains.
Gets down to about the 22-yard line, 23-yard line.
7 yards.
Tonight's Hurricane football brought to you by Bogart's Memphis-style Southern Barbecue.
Handoff again to Franz Cherishka. Breaks the 20 for a first down.
Clock continues to run. I'm assuming that we've been under a running clock after there was a 30-point lead, right?
Yeah, I forgot about that rule in high school.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it stop, but I haven't been looking at the clock. But 2:57, the running clock, yeah. Again, Mason McIntosh, quarterback in the backfield with Franz Cherishka.
Taking a long time to hike.
They're letting the clock run down as much as they can, I think. Handoff, keeper by the quarterback.
Oh, wow.
Up the middle, going to be a touchdown. Number 9, Mason McIntosh gets a touchdown.
Nice
for
run.
61-19, and we'll go for the extra point to make it 62-19 possibly. 2:24 left in the fourth quarter. I'm assuming both teams have their second and third string players out there right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know Wilmington, you can see bright white uniforms.
Wilmington's obviously got a lot of new players because of those uniforms.
Henry back for the extra point. PAT is good. Wilmington 62, Greenfield Mcclain 19. 2:24 left in the game.
Well, it was a really tight game through the first half, and the beginning of the second half kind of gotten into a blowout here in the into the third and into the fourth quarter.
Well, in the fourth quarter, Greenfield had a lot of boys cramping up. They were off the field quite often. They had
four injured players coming out of the first half.
Setting in the sidelines, and then some of the players that weren't were coming in and out with cramps. Rory Bell getting ready to kick off from the 40 for Wilmington.
Rory Bell will kick off for Wilmington.
Probably another squibber.
I can't see. Goldsberry and Patrick back for Greenfield. Nice deep kick this time. 21 for catches it about the 5, runs it back to about the 15. Jacob Hackworth caught the ball over his shoulder about the 5-yard line, turned around, ran the ball back to about the 15 where he was brought down. Where Greenfield will take over. 2:05 clock running. It will be under 2 minutes by the time they snap the ball. Wilmington leading 62-19.
David Jett.
And just a reminder again, we've got Fightin' Quaker football tomorrow from Townsend Field. The Fightin' Quakers will be hosting the Cardinals of Otterbein College, and that game will get underway with our pregame at 6:30, kickoff at 7 o'clock. So join us tomorrow evening. Joe Davis and yours truly. Shania's going to be in running the camera.
Handoff up the middle.
So I won't be paid double duty tomorrow. I'll only get paid single pay. One cheeseburger.
That was Kyler Travis. Correction, that was Kyler Travis on the carry.
Kyler Travis on the carry.
Final minute of play here coming up.
Up flag. Somebody jumped on Greenfield.
Illegal procedure.
Under 1 minute, clock still running.
Illegal procedure against the Tigers.
Might be able to get one more play off here.
5 seconds.
With the rule of over 30, the clock runs. Clock is now 40 seconds and running. Pitch out. Couldn't see the number in the 35, I believe. Goldsberry was the ball carrier. Braden Goldsberry, 39. Brought down 15, 14, 13, running the play and trying to get one more play off before the game ends. 9, 8, 7, 5. Plays off, the clock goes to double zeros and tackled. Ball game. Wilmington leads 6-2-19.
Ball game.
So there's your final from Greenfield Mcclain. The Tigers fall to the Hurricane 62-19. Want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And just a reminder, next week we will have Hurricane football, probably Joe and myself. And AJ will be with his crew. And they travel to Fairmont as the Beavers play the Fairmont Firebirds. And we will be going, let's see, I'm trying to think where we go. Let me look at my paperwork here real quick. I forgot.
Hillsborough, I believe.
I think so. Yeah, we'll be traveling to Hillsborough on the 23rd. So for Joe Davis, yours truly, Rick Phillips. We'll see you tomorrow night for Fightin' Quaker football. In the meantime, as we say at the end of all Hurricane broadcasts, go Cane.
Go Cane.